Americans lost in the gold medal game was 3-2 against Finland in Vancouver.
What's going on, everybody? John out here with you. It's a Sunday, January 5th, 2025. It's a big night. Again, you got week 18 for football in the mix of it, and then you have the mix of the WJCs. I know Alex is going to have the local assignment. He's a little bit under the weather. Baser Trooper is going to fight through. He's going to do Lions, Vikings. So I know that there will be some of you that will probably have your eyes put elsewhere, but I wanted to close out the WJCs in style. This is the United States trying to go for back-to-back gold medals. They were able to beat Sweden last year. Maybe a team that had more talent last year, but here they are yet again. Canada with the same disappointing fifth-place finish, and Finland has won 5 games in a row. They have an opportunity now to actually close this thing out in totality and finish it off strong. So 4-1-1. Their only loss was to Canada in the opener in the mix of it. And the 4-0. Now they've actually came out and they've dominated. So let me give you some of those starting lineups names. Head coach by Lauri, Mikkola. So it'll be Topias, Hynninen, Konsta, Helenius, and Benjamin Rautainen. Jesse Nurmi, Mikko Rautainen, and Jesse Kiiskinen, Rasmus Kupalainen, Julius Miettinen, and Kasper Halttunen, Emil Hemming, Alasirua, and Tuomas Uronen. Defensive pairings for Finland will be Emil Pieniniemi and Aaron Kiviharju, the same as usual. Daniel Nieminen, Mita Jokinen, Vesterinen, Arttu Kelkengas will be the extra defense. And for the United States, head coach by David Carl, who's getting interviewed right now, it'll be Gabe Perreault, James Higgins, and Ryan Leonard, same as usual. This rest of the line is going to look a little bit different. Brody Zemer, Danny Nelson, Oliver Moore, Teddy Stiga, Kerry Terrence, Trevor Connolly, Austin Brunovic, Brandon Sabota, and Max Plant. No Cole Eiserman today, although he could be considered one of the extras. Drew Fortescue, Z. Bouillon on defense, Cole Hudson, Adam Kleber, Colin Ralph, and Logan Hensler. Aron Miettinen will be the extra pairing defenseman. So it'll be the same goaltenders that you're used to. We'll get to those here. And Pertteri Rimpinen, who's probably been one of the best goaltenders in this tournament for Team Finland, and Trey Augustine for the United States. Augustine has come out and had a couple exceptional games in a row. Again, he given up 4 in the first 2 against Germany and Finland, and then after that has kind of shut the door, kind of closed down Canada, had a strong second, third period when Canada especially had that push. And then when you got a chance against Czechia in that game in the semifinal, again, I had to work with the Waterford Sharks on that side. But it was a really good performance for Trey Augustine again. So he's trying to get 3 strong games in a row to close it up for the second year in a row for Team United States. And let me just say this honestly. I saw some of the stuff on X, Twitter, whatever you still want to call it, in the mix of the Hockey Night in Canada panel. I do want to mention this alongside Ron McLean. They said not to dog the players too much, and that's not where I'm going to lean. But when you want to think about Team Canada and the way that they had the president and everything also set up with their talent, they didn't bring in their best players. Where's Zane Prek for the Calgary Flames? Where's a few of the other ones there in the top picks on the defensive side that they didn't bring in? If a better coaching would have given them some better results. And they kept saying it's not about the rest of the world catching up. But when you look at it, you look at the United States, and hell, you look at the four nations face-up. I know that's going to be a lot different in the mix of Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid and the like, and Sidney Crosby. I understand a lot for Canada, but look at the rest of these teams here in the World Juniors and how they performed. You can't tell me that Canada doesn't need to make some adjustments. That's all I'm saying. So Trey Augustine in the mix of a huddle there with the players, 3-1, 248 goals against, 924 save percentage. As Lauri Mikkola continues to look on. We are probably a minute away from puck drop here as NHL Network has gotten to the actual coverage. Again, Czechia in the bronze medal game. Sweden lost 2 in a row. They won a 3-2 game. And Frank Petrano got a 3-year, $18 million extension. So EJ Hradek and Tony Granato will still be carrying the NHL Network side of it. I'm John Ott. I'm going to be here with you all the way through Hopeless Sports Guy. We will give you NHL scores on the fly, NFL scores as well, because the Lions-Vikings game will be pertinent to me here locally. But we need to get into this one, and I'm very excited to do so. So here we are. We're underway. Ripping in now. Back in amongst the end boards. Pieniniemi. Look at this one get stolen in by Danny Nelson. Danny Nelson now on his backhand. Work his way through. Again, winner gets gold, loser gets silver. And another chance. This one get blocked. That was Nelson. That is chance blocked as this was set up into the corner. Just underway here, 30 seconds into this gold medal game against Finland. Again, Finland had it was 4-3 winners in overtime against the United States. And we will see which way this will go. I think it's going to be hard to beat the Stars and Stripes a second time, but Finland, again, it was said by Dave Starman, I think he said it right, they play more like Czechia and all the other USA teams more so than anyone else does, Finland. So it's probably the best matchup that you could ask for in terms of the goaltending as well. And Trey Augustine's going to have his hands full. As this is playing behind the net, the USA blows a tire, and this one is sent toward the right side red line. Try to finish a couple hits there. This Fortescue pass right out in front, and Augustine makes a stick save. That was the first big one of the game right now, as this is not held in on the blue line. Give chase now is Gabe Perreault. Again, he does have dual citizenship, but he elected to play for the United States rather than Team Canada, so take that for what you will. As this is played in amongst the end boards now, Jokinen will let the rest of his forwards take a change for Lauri Mikkola's squad. And off the long flip, United States will watch this one go offsides against Finland. 18:21 left to go in this first. Chance for Kiiskinen, who gets through a hit, and this is near the right side dot off the tap. And Kiiskinen gets robbed by Augustine. A chance in the backhand right out front. It would have gave Finland a dream start. Augustine able to make a left pad / stick save there. New York got a 6-2 win over the Chicago Blackhawks. They've been in free fall. As this is a neutral zone faceoff win back into Finland's end. We'll start again left to right. Again, they have the home team jerseys today in the white side with the U.S. and the all blue and the mix of the white and red stripes. As the United States will try to take this right to left. There's a long flip pickup now. Connolly drive to the net and save by Rimpinen. As this one is flipped back in off a long shot. I almost caught Rimpinen by surprise with the left stick. As this will be not held in at the blue line. And last man back will be Connolly. As this goes near the right side dot, flipped in here. Fortescue loose out in front. This one goes high above the right side of the post. 17:30 left to go in this first. It's been frantic, even though it's only been one shot apiece. Stolen now. United States trying to get a puck back on this with a stick, but they can't do so as this is sent back around. And now picked up through the neutral zone. USA send this one in safely near the right side red line. Here will be a race for the puck now. And alongside the defense for Kiviharju. Now in toward the right side off the drop. Good back skating defense there for United States, but blow a tire again. There'd be something wrong with the ice surface as Max Plot will watch this one go back to Fortescue. Fortescue now near the right side is United States in the mix of some changes. They didn't say they didn't gain the red, I don't believe. 16:52 left to go in the first. So players kind of falling all over themselves. The 40th meeting all time, second gold medal contest, head-to-head, 19-19-1. So this is about as even as it gets. The last meeting, again, Finland won 4-3 in overtime. But you could flip a coin between these teams to see who's going to win, and you're probably going to get the same result. Again, you flip it 100 times, and you think you get the most amount of values you can get, but it's still 50-50, 19-19-1. It tells you there's nothing between these two teams. And this really is the matchup you want to see on paper, even though I was kind of hoping for USA-Sweden just for Sandy and Pelika on the Red Wings side. As this will be tipped in. Rippinen now will play with the stick. Send this back around for Daniel Nieminen. So Jokinen and Nieminen, usually on that second line. And now Nieminen will send this one in near the right side. He had race for Hensler. He gets taken off the puck. And this will be flipped, kept in by the Finns. And toward the right side near the left side red line now. 16:20 left to go in the first. Good hand-eye coordination. As the United States able to get this through a phone booth. Long shot. This one gets deflected and toward the right side. Picked it up off the backhand. As Rippinen is in the butterfly near the right post. Turnaround chance. This one will go up high into the netting. 16:04 left to go in the first. That was Oliver Moore. I let it go. Shots on goal are still one apiece. With 16:04 left to go in the first. My name's John Ott. I'm here with you on the broadcast for Team USA and Team Finland here for this gold medal game. Again, for the YouTube side, I can't show you the game, but I can give you all the play-by-play and give you the thoughts and analysis that we see going across. And I appreciate it for a loaded NFL in the final week of the regular season that you hang out with me. Back pass off the face-off win goes right to the Finns. They might have a chance to break out here near the right side boards, as this will be recollected here for that top line. Kiviharju with a shot. This is saved by Augustine with the left pad. Now Ryan Leonard on the first line. Here's a chance that goes wide of the left side wall. Back to Gabe Perreault. Inside out move for Gabe as he tries to get toward the right side red line, but he gets sticked away. And now Nurmi will have this one. Yes, Nurmi will send this one toward Augustine. Thought about playing it, but there's too much foot traffic there. 15-26 left to go in the first. Now, I remember a couple seasons ago when doing this double IIHF that we had Connor Bedard on Team Canada, and I had Cooper Hopkins with me in the semis. Again, Alec Nava, Cooper Hopkins, all those guys don't have an NHL network, but still following along. And the Knicks will be thinking about you guys, and I hope that broadcasts go well. I hope the Stars and Stripes get that gold for you. Danny Terrence. Try to get this going here. Yeah, it's Julius Miettinen. So they mix the lines a little. I think it's second, third, as this goes toward the right side line. And big hit. One of the United States players a little slow to get up. Is Finland able to deliver and toward the right side boards? This is a pretty good one. As this is recollected to the left side, chance to the right, and Augustine makes the save with the right pad to the left post. Spin back around. Miettinen, what a pass! And couldn't collect it through the skate blade. Another chance. This one gets deflected. Feels like the United States just trying to play defense right now. Finland all over them. Chance. And toward the right side, Augustine can't hold as this one's hit off the glass, but it's not out. Finland's not on a power play, but they sure look like it, as this is just taken out of the zone. Kick puck. Now to the right side. In off the rush now. Yzerman trying to make a play, and Stiga lost it. So Yzerman is one of the extras that they're going to carry here for the Pro squad. Is Bulliam. Bulliam now. He gets taken off the puck here. Good play by Finland so far to push the United States around. Fortescue trying to get this one ahead for Bulliam. Deflection as the stick falls out of his hand. 14-10 left to go in the first. You can occupy this and say this is a slow start right now for the United States. It's going to be even slower here because they're going to have to kill a penalty as the puck is touched. 14:04 left to go in the first.
So Platt gets the penalty for hooking. Tony, here's a look at it. And he gets the stick in and just drops it there. So obviously he's been very solid, especially in a lot of tackling letters. Chances seem to be coming low to him. Team Finland on the power play, 8th of the 10 teams at 18.2%. Team USA's penalty kill, 4th best, 81.8%. But you know what, that's really the personality.
So Platt in the box for hooking as this goes all the way back down a 200-foot clear that'll hit Rimpinen. So we're at the 13:50 mark of the first, and even though the shot totals have been 2-1, I feel like Finland's been pushing the United States around, getting some in-tight chances and making them have to sweat a little bit, at least for Augustine, as this is toward the left side red line. Here's a chance, high slot wrister. This one will hit the glass as the United States will try to keep it in. A couple of stick chops. And now Finland's got on the left side blue line. Here's another opportunity for Rantanen. Now Rantanen will watch this go to the right side, back to the defense for Kiviharju. Rantanen near the right bumper. He's going to get this now. Konsta Helenius near the other side of the post. Here's a flip pass all the way across the ice. The United States read it well, and they'll send it all the way down. They were really trying to look for Konsta Helenius there, but that was just an easy pass to read. It was flipped out of the air nicely, though, but still they sticked it down and cleared it down. 12:50 left to go here in the first. Germany with them. The call was scoreless. Finland's got a power play, though. near the right side. High slot scores! And Finland scores on the power play. The hooking is going to be costly, and they've got the lead here early. So Jesse Kiiskinen with an absolute rifle, and Finland scores on the power play. We get a commercial break. I'll put the rest of the names and numbers in here, but it's 4-1 on the shot board for Finland. They're really pushing the United States around here. I noticed that a lot in this game so far. And again, it's really up to try to get an answer here. You could take 20 minutes and ease into it if you want to, but I don't think that's the message you want to send. And alongside of Finland scores a couple more. Here's a turnover. Nelson, one more touch. Hagens try to get something up in there. Kiiskinen with the sixth on the power play already at 7:13 from Hemming and Hynninen. So Leonard, slow passing around the end boards. Hagens. This bounces off of Perot's skates. It's a tough start for the United States here. You can't say that this wasn't expected, though, because Finland already played good in that prelim game against the United States, from which they won in OT. And now here's a chance off of a rush, and Augustine able to make a glove save at 11:58. We will take that commercial break. This is a good start here for Finland. They've been dominating so far.
This telecast of the IIHF World Junior Championship is presented by Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Download the app now. Track every detail of the
So Hynninen and Hemming.
players, scouts, and coaches on hockey's largest platform. More players showcase their game, and recruiters uncover new talents. Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Get the app now.
There's an easier way. From painting and cleaning to repairs and more.
And Emil Hemming, who hasn't had a lot of points in this tournament, but over the last couple games when it's really mattered, has stepped up big time.
You're watching NHL Network.
So Kiiskinen on the power play from Hynninen and Hemming. Check back underneath the action here, Finland. I don't know if they're going to draw a tripping. I don't see a hand in the air as this is picked up near the right side dot and sent in. This is a dream start here for the Finns. See if they can continue it with a cross pass in the middle of the slot. But again, it should not come as a surprise. We've said this throughout the WJCs. These matchups between these two teams about as a coin flip as it can be. And both teams have given as good as they've gotten. It's 19-19-1 in the season series. Finland can take an extra step and be a win ahead of that and also get gold and give United States silver off of a gold from last year if it holds. Again, Sweden had the silver last year. They didn't even get it to medal as they lost back-to-back games, and they had to settle for nothing as Czechia ended up picking up bronze. It's the third straight year in which they have medaled. Chance near the right side. It's a loose puck picked up by the Finns again. Pieniniemi will send this one back to his defense. Get this one now. And toward the left side dot, in tight again on the backhand. United States can't clear it out. Fake the slapper. To the right side, Miettinen makes the save, and there's another slow clear. Finland, they could shoot this if they want to. Another wrister. And Augustine is in survival mode. This is kept in. Now Miettinen again toward the right side dot. Crowds at their feet right now. Here's a wrister. Miettinen now. We'll try to get to this one. Near the left side red line. Now back to the blue side. As this will be picked up for Fortescue. Fortescue slow skating through the zone. Eisman was on the edge of a shift. And now Fortescue, long shot. Rippin saves it with the glove. 10:08 left to go in the first. The United States do get a shot on goal there from the long chance from Fortescue, but they are hemming the United States in. And again, I'm not trying to use an Emil hemming takeaway there, even though he already has an assist, but they really are pushing the United States in their own end and dominating this play. And if this continues, we can certainly see Finland take a 2 or 3 goal lead here with 10:08 left to go in the first. So Fortescue forces the offensive zone draw. Connolly now off the spin. United States finally get a chance to play the vulcanized rubber, see what they can do with it. This is picked up among the end boards. Nelson got this one knocked away. Gabe Perot, swing of the stick. And this will go back down to Minton, iced against the Finns. So United States will take that. Shot board is 4-2. Again, the power play 1-for-1 for the Finns. Nothing yet for the United States, but they got to get going the other way. So take a look on the chat board on the side of it. I said, who wins gold, the USA or Finland? You give me your thoughts. When we get another commercial break, I'll give you a look around the league as far as NHL and NFL. Wraparound attempt, and Rippin able to hold that right post. A little bit of a push as Konsta Helenius didn't want Nelson to get in the goal crease. We'll just take a break right now at 9:46.
This telecast of the IIHF World Junior Championship is presented by Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Download the app now to track every detail of the World Junior Championships. Join millions worldwide on hockey's #1 destination. Follow any league, team.
So a little nervous right now as an American fan. As a Finn, you feel pretty good. Kind of push the same way you did in the prelim game. Let me say this as far as the NHL scoreboard to go across. So the one finals, the Rangers of the Blackhawks, 6-2. Figure they had to get that one. Islanders have a 3-2 lead over the Bruins to start the third. Same thing for the Canes and Penguins. And just starting the second, the Maple Leafs have a 2-1 lead. They scored a couple of goals in the first. Lightning Ducks, the only other one on this short NHL night. Chargers got a 34-20 win over the Raiders. Seahawks 30-25. Seahawks have been eliminated from the playoffs, but they still took it to the Rams. Jets won 32-20. 49ers couldn't get anything going against the Cards, 47-24. Panthers win in OT over the Falcons, 44-38. Commanders can't cover the spread against the Cowboys, 23-19. They win, but it doesn't cover 4.5. Bears upset the Packers, 24-22. Packers really don't have anything else to play for right now. Texans 23-14 over the Titans. Jags lose 26-23 to the Colts. Patriots beat the Bills 23-16. Eagles 20-13 over the Giants. Buccaneers 27-19 over the Saints, and the Broncos shut out the Chiefs 38-0. Already have everything locked up. Let's get back into the play-by-play here as Team Finland's on the attack. So 9:20 left to go here in the first. Finland's got the puck near the right side inboards. And now a long outstretched pass. It's Leonard with Perot. Leonard shoots. This one gets deflected. Gabe Perot trying to find it. United States honestly look a step slow. I don't know if they were out having fun last night, but I feel like I have to say it that way as Finland's been all over the puck. And Augustine, even though the shot board reads 5-3, I feel like he's been held out to dry here with these in-tight chances, and I cannot put any blame on him at this point. Again, I'm not trying to be hypercritical of a game that's still going on here, and it's early in this first, but you got to find another gear. So the first line's going to take a seat alongside for David Carl's squad. Lauri Mikkola's squad's got to feel good. You got another offensive zone draw here. So Brendan Sabota on the fourth line against Ruohonen. 8:58 as United States can't win it. Again, that was a lot of the way it went in the prelim game as well. Finland won a lot of draws, absolutely dominated the Americans in the circle, and they're continuing to do so again here early. Let me pull in this live sport scoreboard here to try to give you some of the particulars here, if we can see this across. So in the stats, shots are 5-4. Pretty sure they do keep track of face-offs. Finland's got a 7-5 edge already, so not as bad as it was in the prelim side, but it could get worse. Off the tie-up now. This will be sent back down for Logan Hensler as they try to spring in Max Plot. Toward the right side, this will be deflected away. And the United States will get a chance to start this one again for Z. Bullion. Long outstretched pass. Doesn't work out there for the Americans up the send it in alongside Danny Nelson. Emil Pieniniemi now. We'll get this toward the left side, but intercepted right to the middle. Finland will circle back with Pieniniemi. And alongside Aaron Kiviharju, who usually wears the captaincy, but they do mix that a little bit in the WJCs. Rautainen will throw it right to Trey Augustine. He'll find it in his equipment. I'm not sure he tracked it all that well, but I think he caught it between his legs nonetheless. 8-12 left to go in this first. So EJ Heradic saying the same thing that I was bringing to you. It feels like the United States are just trying to find their way. I think that's point blank the right statement to make here. Again, if you can keep this within 1 or 2, I think you might have a chance. But my headline going into it was this. If you get to the 4 marker, the first of 4 is probably taking this. I think that's the upper extent of both of these teams' offenses. And the closer Finland gets to that, I think the more pressure is going to get put on the Americans. Blocker save there for Augustine right in off the draw, off the face-off loss. And this will be sent back around the inboards here. It's Mikkola. This one gets intercepted. Rempinen scores! He can't hold the rebound. And the United States find away with James Higgins. James Higgins, it was a rolling puck, and it was an innocent shot. And toward the left side blue line, it created a rebound. Higgins on the doorstep. We'll see what ends up happening here as Finland tries to circle back behind their net. Toskala can't clear, and a chance creates a big rebound. Higgins, it bounces over Rempinen, but he's still the first to get to it. Again, he might be the number 1 pick, numero uno here in this 2025 NHL draft. Rempinen, it was an awful rebound that he gave up near the right side glove, and Higgins fought for it. He got it, and it ties the game for the United States as they play free bird. You're going to have to hear that a few more times if the United States wants to get this one, but they'll take it. So 7:54. Higgins rebound. So 7:54, Z. Bullion. James Higgins has tied it for the Americans as this one flips up and on a play with 7:33 left to go in first. All of a sudden, this game takes on a different narrative. And I didn't want to try to be glass half empty here as far as some of the stuff for the Americans, but Finland's played them quite well. An opportunity there where Rempinen's got to have that puck and near the right side of his glove. It flips over, and Higgins the first to get to there. And he's the one that takes it. Face-off win for USA as this will drive back in behind the net off the backhand now. Here's Bullion. Fights off a check now and work his way as he moves this puck up high. Here's a stick chop, and the United States tries to keep this in the zone, and it's immediately stolen. It's kissed in off the glass, and Rempinen off to play it. 7:10 left to go on the first. James Higgins with his 5th of the tournament. I can't believe there are people saying that his draft stock dropped a little bit. That can't be farther from the truth. As Leonard and Perot get assists. Good skate through. To the right side, save and score! Wow, what a shot for Finland. Right in off the rush. A little how do you do? And now they get the lead again. And again, Finland able to punch right back in the mouth of Trey Augustine. That was sniping on the top left side of the bar and in. What a hell of a shot that was. So we'll take this if it was shot through a partial screen through a defense and maybe Augustine never tracked it. And I'm trying to pick up the jersey number on that side unless I don't have that here on my side of it. It wasn't in the lineup today, but we're going to get that now. I was going to go through the WJC scoreboard because that's got to get picked up. So it is Uronen. Yeah, he was on the 4th line side. He just rips that thing top left on the bar and in. I did have my head to look in there. I didn't think it was the 4th line already, but Alasirua scored a short-handed goal, And the last time they played now Uronen on the right wing side, he just rips that thing right in off the rush. It beats Augustine. Again, one for Augustine that you think he should have, so I guess it's probably even on the should have counter. Here's a chance right out in front. Augustine down. He's swimming. The United States able to find it. And now here we go again with Finland on the pressure. Man, oh man. 2-1 on the scoreboard, but it feels like it could even be a lot more. It feels like an eternity of action's already happened. Ripping now. We'll stop it. He'll slowly send this around the end boards. And now in off the rush. We'll see what Finland can do with it. Pieniniemi will send this back in. So Uronen with the go-ahead goal. 2-1 Finland. 9-7 on the shot board. They lead there. This game has been excellent, as the first game was when they met up here in the 2025 WJCs in the prelims. Here's a long shot. This will be sent in and touched by Terrence on the left side blue line, but this is right to the Finns on a 3-on-2. The United States try to stick this away for a moment. There's a long wrister. Augustine will watch this one hit off the glass. Finland now. And toward the left side. Try to get picked up now for Hensler. And off the long flip and off the bump, United States throws it down. But they've iced it against themselves at 5:35.
Almost gets it, bounces over his stick, and then Roope gets to that shooting area and makes that perfect shot. So the Finns made it a face-off and look to get to
Miettinen now and Halttunen toward the right side. This is sent toward the crease. Finland's got a lot of pressure there toward the crease. All they got to do is fire this on and get a tip. They can maybe make this 3-1. As this is toward the right side. High slot now. Wrister deflected over the top of the net. As it's 5:05 left to go in the first. United States just trying to feel like they're surviving here in this first. That Higgins goal was so big just to make sure that this wasn't 2-0. As this is a race for it now. Finland able to get the steal. As this is picked back up one more time. And near the left side red line, Rautainen will try to race right through the puck off the drag. And now the United States will try to pick this one up. And near the left side, here's Perot. Shot. This gets tried to hand-eye deflect out of the air. Picked up by Boyum. He sends it on. And Rimpinen able to stick it away just for the moment. Another chance. This one saw by Rimpinen with the right side pad. Flip back now. 4:25 left to go in this first. Finland tries to check with Cole Kangas. Kangas will watch this one go to the right side. Sent out in front off a stick. As you try to get a pick of it now for the United States, and that was just taken away. Sent back down to icing against Finland. So the Zabota line trying to make something happen on the fourth line side. It was a pass right out in front to him, and it forced Finland to ice it. Had traffic. It bounced off Zabota's skate. And that's why it's still 2-1 Finland with 4:11 left to go in this first. Little back-to-back calls from me inside the Sharks assignment yesterday. Now this WJC gold medal game. Konsta Helenius can't win the draw. And here's Cole Hudson off of a hit. Hudson now spin, absorbs a check. And now Gabe Perot. This penalty might go against the United States for a little bit of a retaliation off the first that wasn't called. Can't have that now. I think Ryan Leonard is going to go to the box. We'll sort it out when we come back. We're late in this first.
Introducing weight loss by Hims. Personalized prescriptions, including GLP-1 injections and oral medication kits designed to help you lose weight so you can gain confidence and feel healthy. Plus, get guidance on nutrition, movement, sleep, hydration, and answers when you need them. 100% online. With weight loss by Hims, you have so much to lose and even more to gain. GLP-1 injections starting at $165 a month. Get started today at Vince.com. Then you can see Brian Leonard sitting in the penalty box for Georgetown minor penalty with Halttunen being the player on the field. You can see the little Leonard was not happy that Halttunen had to stick, which he made that protecting him against all the pressure. Obviously, there's a little views on the ref cam. We got lots of different angles to watch this hockey game through today. Six goals to play for us.
So 2 players going to go to the penalty box, 1 on each side, as words were exchanged. 4:01 left to go in the first. Be an offensive zone draw loss for the Americans. Again, that was another bugaboo that we talked about throughout this one. As we'll see if who can get this next goal and what period it's going to come from. We got 3:50 left to go in the first. James Hagens has the lone goal for the United States, but Finland's already got a couple. As this is near the right side, let me give you a reset of that as the United States have this puck into the center zone. Jesse Kiiskinen and Thomas Uronen have the goals. Kiiskinen on the power play for Finland. It's 2-1 for the Finns. Trying to get 2 straight wins against the United States in this tournament, make them settle for silver. Finland going for gold, and they're good enough to do it. Again, we talked about it in the mix of Czechia and Finland, about them being the dangers more so than Canada, maybe even Sweden. And that ended up being the case. I didn't want to try to talk too far with my head up, you know what, but I think it ended up working out that way pretty nicely. Toward the right side, long shot saved by Augustine, but a big rebound goes in the right side corner. This is now the right side down again. Another shot that goes wide of the right post, but it was open. As Kiviharju will get this one back. Finland can't hold it in, so they'll have to regroup with their neutral off the back skate. 2:45 left to go in this first shot board. Starting to get pretty heavy for the Finns here. 12-7. There's Ruohonen toward the left side dot, drive to the net. Augustine makes the save with the right pad. How many more chances is he going to have to stop there? As this is toward the left side red line and flipped in. Wonder what David Carl's message is going to be to the players here, because they got a lot of high danger chances, drives to the net, a little bit of a protect puck, and just going in there like a big rig, a little bowling train here, trying to knock that one over. And eventually it's going to end up working out against Augustine. Keep trying to force those chances. Finland has iced it. 2:12 left to go in this first. So we'll take another look here. I'm watching this one on NHL Network. I know TSN is going to carry this alongside Canada, but I have the U.S. coverage alongside EJ Hradek and Tony Granato. As long as the United States have advanced, and they're all the way to the final here, it's pretty much win or go home for this gold medal. Silver medal is going to be pretty good. It'll be back-to-back medals for the United States in gold and silver, but they want gold and gold. Here is a face-off loss again. Finland will flip this one in off the glass. Fortescue will settle it down. The United States found the entry. Here's Plant off the sauce. One more. Absolutely gets taken out. And alongside is Trevor Connolly. Now on off the rush again. Try to sauce past Finland. Will push the other way. Connolly will send one toward the net. As this will be played in the wrong side for Terrence and Brandon Sabota. Connolly now to the right side. Long wrister Rimpinen finds with the glove as he slides over near the right post. 1:42 left to go in this first. So they have Minetti at the point there with some traffic on in front alongside for Zabota. Again, your centers usually are the ones that like to screen when the draws and all that, get the hand-eye coordination past the netminder. 13-7 on the shot board. Finns almost doubled up. They lead on the scoreboard 2-1. Another offensive zone draw. United States got to start winning a couple of these. This is played in off the back pass, and now the United States have it with Z. Bullion. Will spin instead to the left side blue line. Stick drag looking for a lane. This one goes wide of the left side red line as we're on the final 90 seconds of the first. This will be flipped back and off the glass now and recollected for Logan Hensler. Hensler is going to need some help as this goes in around the right side around the horn. Stolen by Finland, and this will be chipped to the left side red line. The United States trying to escape the pressure here toward the right side wall, gets ridden off the bumper. The United States try to get a couple stick chops as well as Oliver Moore can't find it. Second line out there right now as Danny Nelson gets pinned to the boards. Puck goes through the neutral and sent back in. And alongside Cole Hudson, Rimpinen almost gets bumped into. Got to be careful not taking any penalties there. It's Finland now. in off the rush. Send this one into the right side corner. Cole Hudson. I'll watch this one go back through center and start this one again for Kiviharju. Kiviharju will block this one in as it's 30 seconds left to go in this first. Finland's had a really good first 20 minutes. James Hagen's made sure that this game didn't get out of reach. It's only 2-1. But if you can take that 20 minutes and bottle it up, you can definitely see Finland has a chance to take this gold. And thought that maybe going into this. 15 seconds off the outstretched pass. And this will be chipped in by James Higgins. And it looks like the United States will be content to go into the dressing room. Finland's going to take a 2-1 lead after one. Shot board 13-8 as the late check gets finished. It's not going to draw a crowd. Good period here for the Finns. And we got a lot left to decide here after 40, but it's 2-1.
This telecast of IIHF World Junior Championships presented by Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Download the app now to track every detail of the World Junior Championships. Join millions worldwide on hockey's number one destination. Follow any league, team, or town. Track all trades and hire the players shaping the game. Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Get the app now. There, receipt, right? Wonder how the other guys are doing. Spend hours on deals. Trash. Should use Game Time. Easiest way to find one of the best deals for the best.
Just typing in the notes here, and then we'll give you the reset. As far as the first period intermission, Finland has a 2-1 lead on the United States.
That's it. The true ceramic technology does the rest. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today. Great days start with great underwear. So if you're looking for something special, give Tommy John a gift a better day.
And then Uronen at 6:53. It's a top left of the crossbar snipe right off the rush. Let me give you some of the extra stats before we give you the entire reset.
TommyJohn.com now for 25% off your first order. The Pepsi Zero Sugar NHL Goalie Challenge is free and easy to play. Every week, pick 3 teams and earn points based on their goalie performances. Play now at NHL.com/Pepsi Goalie Challenge for a chance to score a grand prize trip to the 2025 Stanley Cup Final game.
Face-offs, 12-10 for Finland.
She's afraid. Not because of the thrill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you. Thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You can even have this free information. This isn't a discount plan for revenue-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. Gowns paid for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillers, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures.
So the one power play for Finland, it's really not fair because that one's offsetting. They should really be 1-for-1. It was just 2 players in the box that canceled out. Now we'll go toward the actual stats. So hook on max plot. The United States have to kill around the 13-minute mark. They're pushing the United States around with in-tight chances here early. We've seen it within the first 4 or 5 minutes. Some of those chances might have missed, but you think about it that way and you say, hey, you're noticing something here. Finland with a rifle shot in the high slot from Jesse Kiiskinen around 13 minutes breaks at 9:46. And you get the thought process that this game is going to be very similar to the one in the prelim. 7:54, United States ties it. James Higgins off the rebound. Long shot bounces from Gabe Perreault off Rimpinen's glove. James Higgins able to get to that one. Pounces on it. And 6:53, Uronen from Arttu Alasirua, who already scored a short-handed goal. He could have had 2. and the first prelim game. The fourth line strikes again. Top left bar off the rush of a 1-on-1. 2-1 Finland. They won a lot of puck battles. I love the effort and tight that we're seeing. And if they can bottle the 20 minutes that we saw in the first period, I think Finland can take this. Shots on goal 13-8 for Finland. Face-offs 12-10. And again, offsetting on the other, but really 1-for-1 on the power play. It's going to count as 1-for-2 USA over 1. US got to find another gear. That's for me. What I'll say here right now. I think
Then the Finns got to put it in high gear. But they are a North-South team to their identity. As you mentioned in the pregame, they're a North American-style team. A lot of their junior players play over here. I thought that their game translated because they were in straight lines. They got it together. They kept it simple.
It was an entertaining first period up in Ottawa. Let's show you the highlights from the first 20 minutes. And here you go. And it starts with a penalty here about 6 minutes into the game.
So let me set the scene.
The Finns don't work on the power play. First half of the power play gone by, but then they really start to get it in gear. Emil passing to Kiiskinen, and he buries this one. He's got a goal in 6 straight games. The Finns have a wildly lead.
Outside of care, Mike Richter was a goal. No way to stop that shot. I mean, that was an absolute laser beam into a really good spot. That's a goal scorer's goal. But it was all predicated on the Finns grabbing the line wide and allowing their late men to
I'm going to throw this into the message board alongside Twitter and Facebook. Give people updates.
Lord Almighty, the United States of America. You got to get to the hard areas. You got to win these battles. A great forecheck right there. Got a little miscommunication from the Finnish D there. I'm not quite sure exactly what they were trying, but this is what the U.S. has to do. Take advantage of those opportunities and jump on it. Force that puck behind it. Get it in the net.
All right, minute after Hagen ties this game up with one good response here. How about that? Inside out, Thomas Uronen buries that one to give the Finns the 2-1 lead.
The Finns scored 2 goals in this period. You think Timo Slide is the scoring coach. I mean, these were just gorgeous goals. Both highlight reel in their own way. More for the execution of the shot and its placement than the us. Augustine's in a great spot to make that save. That just beat it on straight down strength.
Goal scoring is a lot like real estate, Davey. Location.
Location. The Finns right now getting the best interest rate of them all. They lead 2-1 on top after 1. I know you were impressed in the first 20 minutes with the way the Finns played in their own defensive zone. Good to see.
I think their defense has led to their offense, but in the early part of their game defending, you really saw what the Finns are made of with the way that they played man on man. We're going to show you a couple of clips here. One good clip here of how the Finns are defending. So the U.S. gets out of its own zone, they gain the zone. Moving up ice, everything's good here. Not a lot of danger. U.S. they get the puck down below the circles. Here's where it starts. Stop it right here. All of a sudden, you got everybody tied up. So this area is defended. This area is defended. Women's in proximity. They got Closton in here. Pencil the guy in. Moving on forward. Watch what the Finns start to do now. They switch. The defenseman switches. Got the net covered. Sticks are down. Puck is low. Coverage goes low. Finns are establishing layers really, really well in the defensive zone.
And when you talk about the identity of the team, you talk about that defensive structure, Davey. You got to have commitment for that.
No question. Now, coming the other way, they do a really good job here. Watch the attack stop. So by pulling up here, you're creating it, you're less in numbers. But what you're doing is you're creating an on-man rush another way. So you got 2 here, both guys come watch you a little bit. Clear the screen, you're waiting for the cavalry to come on in. And here they come. Once again, late man. So that was a 1-on-2. That became a 2-on-5. That turned into a really good scoring chance. And the Finns were pretty good activating that late man and creating some high zone delays.
All right, the Finns leading the Americans 2-1. The lone goal by Team USA James Higgins, who spoke with Mike Kelly after the first period.
Well, James, your goal got USA on board in the first period. Great forecheck in the sequence. When you just take us through how the goal happened.
Yeah, I mean, Gable got the puck there, and thought we got a good shot on that, and I was just able to follow it up.
Ice was a little tilted in their favor in the first period. What do you guys need to do to spend some more time in the offensive zone in the second?
Yeah, I mean, we just kind of have to figure out our D zone, just making sure we're getting closes and stuff. I feel like we'll come out hard, so I think we just got to stick to it.
There was a second chance opportunity. They got the puck into the back of the net for the goal. Do you think that's what it's going to take to beat this goal consistently through the rest of the night?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great goalie, so let's see what you talk to. There'll be a lot of traffic around it, and let's make sure we come in.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to take a time out here on the intermission report, get you set for period number 2. When we come back, we'll show you the highlights from the bronze medal game. Hopefully, you've got some time because this one went the distance and then some.
This intermission report is presented by Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Download the app now to track every detail of the World Junior Championships.
Join players, scouts, and coaches on hockey's largest platform. Join them to showcase their game. And recruiters from the IIHF talents. Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Get the app now. USA Hockey is teaching more than just a game. We're teaching kids about
Teamwork, confidence, fitness,
because every kid deserves a chance to play, love, and excel. Visit USAHockey.com to learn more about the great youth hockey opportunities available for your child. Because dreaming big is one thing, every start is everything.
I told y'all one man, come on now.
Hey guys, what are you guys doing? How'd you do that? Looks complicated.
It's easy. Take more or less of at least 2 players into your lineup and lock into the game.
I could have told you that. I could have told you that. Download the Prospects app today. Enter $5 and get $50 instantly with code TV. Prospects, run your game.
We all know that we'll eventually need a will. Eventually. How about right now? Trust and Will has taken the process of creating your will and made it easy. Like while you're on your couch easy. Trust and Will is designed by attorneys, but customized by you. One question at a time. All documents are state specific, legally valid, and start at just $199. That's not a typo. Find the plan that's right for you at trustandwill.com.
When you're paying high interest on your credit card balance, it's hard not to feel like debt follows you everywhere. In only a few minutes at financebuzz.com, you can easily compare credit cards that offer 0% intro APR periods for up to 21 months. Stop making high-interest credit card payments and transfer your debt to a card with a fantastic 0% intro APR. Take control of your credit card debt now at financebuzz.com.
All right, so I gave you the updates on the Facebook and Twitter X side and alongside. Waiting for this next one to start. I'm going to use the restroom really quick, and I'm going to bounce right back in into the second period.
The shots in favor of the Finns as well, 13-8. Finland at 1-for-1. Power play team USA gets to go on an advantage. While we wait on period 2, let's show you the highlights from the bronze medal game and what a game this one was. Sweden taking on Czechia. Watch.
Sweden versus Czechia for bronze. Yeko trying to go right wide about the cross and score. And once again, Emil on his tournament-leading 7th goal of his World Junior. After several options, tested by Great Zealand, Roope scores. Turned on the first time, and gets a second chance. And ties the game with a power play goal. Eriksson has tipped. And shot is scores. And a turnover by the Swedes who broke the Czech goal. And Edward Shaw makes the pay. Ball back across the under Soros sends it and that's Edson strikes again to tie the game again. And a deadly shootout will decide it.
And they committed to the battle for the new goaltenders?
They're putting on a show. The 8th chance for the Czechs to win it, and it's Chalet and Chalet back here. The Czechs are on the bronze. Sweden.
Let's finish that one. Even though it's for bronze, who cares? Czechia getting it done. 3-2 in the shootout. 14 rounds in the shootout. The Czechs going back-to-back when it comes to bronze. Look, you ever watch the gold medal game? Or the bronze medal game, I should say? That's a heck of a game to watch. That was incredible.
I'm becoming a big fan of the Czech program. The Russians depart because of the whole thing, and the Czechs have become the 5th member of that Big Five, and they have been consistently good. But they've been consistently good at U18, U20, Women's World Championships, like they got it going on. Unfortunately for the Swedes,
Well, actually, let's think about how we can frame this. The Swedes have been in a lot of gong show gold medal games, bronze medal games lately. The 8-7 loss to the United States. This game, I think, like if you're a Swede, you got to think to yourself, oh, how do we get out of this?
It's incredible lineup. Love Czechia. There again, we talked earlier about the Finland with the North American style. Czechia is very much starting to play that style. It's almost like a success story.
Yeah. Well, that was precursor to what we've got in store coming up the gold medal game. We're in good shape. 3-2 Czechia getting done in round 14. Another timeout here on the intermission report. When we come back, EJ and Tony have the call of period number 2 from Ottawa with the Finns on top. 2-1.
Let me give you an update as well in the late football game. Vikings, Lions. Vikings with the ball, no score yet. 7:16 left in the first. I know that one has local implications for me as far as Lions fan, but still, you got to cover this one between Finland and Team USA. It's more important right now. Lions already have everything locked up as far as playoff. So we gave you the resets. I threw it in between Facebook and X as far as the updates as well for those that are following along on the YouTube side or the space itself. BSC Kiiskinen on the power play and toward the right side dot and then Uronen right in off the rush. Tuomas Uronen in the fourth line. Otoro Surya, Hemming, who's woken up over the last couple games when it's important. James Hagen's the only goal for the United States. And off the rebound from the Gabe Perreault long shot. Passes on the rebound over to Jerry Rimpinen and scores to make it 2-1. But it really did feel like the United States were getting pushed around. And if that continues, again, I mentioned this in the stream a little earlier, it makes me believe that, I mean, we already know between Finland, Czechia, I'd throw Sweden in there a little bit, but they kind of have those times where they just don't win late. It's a lot more skill, and that's good to have skill, but you're not pushing around enough for the physicality. You're not bringing that other element to you when you're playing a Swedish hockey that they usually would need, like Czechia and Finland does. You kind of need to be a mirror image, be able to bring skill, physicality. You got to be a little nasty at times. You got to be hyper and ultra competitive to have guys that can take you over that extra line. And Sweden's got a lot of that, but I think the physicality is not part of it. And that's probably why they're hurting as far as finishing everything off. But Finland really looks like USA to me. I mean, it's that Spider-Man meme all the way across. And I want to see if the United States finds another gear. I keep saying that, but I think that's the most important part of it.
One thing to keep an eye on is their ability to play off the rush. They scored 2 goals off the rush in that first period. Yeah, one on the power play. But what I think they've done really well is recognize opportunities to be able to jump on the offense. So this is one on the power play. You see the U.S. got a little faster than the line, and here comes the trade going to go score. Comes in and just going to it's a 5 trade. The other one, 5 little chip play. And when as soon as they get it, steps up and is able to shoot one on us. Just had a rough play that he's able to back off and be far enough to get the good shooting position. And you can see Kiiskinen is amongst the leaders here, the tournament leaders in goals with 6, tied with Chalet. A couple of Americans on that board as well. Stands on the check with 7. It's
time for the second period, and we'll see what's going to await us in this next 20 minutes. Finland starts with puck possession immediately. 13-8 on the shot board, and it's a 2-1 lead for Finland after that first period. Again, shots in off the rush, 2 of them both go in the mix of it, and that's what you wanted to see. That's what Adrian Heredic and Tony Granado were talking about alongside with David Carl. You got to be careful about what these guys can do off the rush. They got a hell of a cannon. They can't wait to unleash it. They've been able to do so. Bouncing toward the net of Rimpinen. And now Finland able to slowly get this one out from right to left. Rautainen will get this one to the right side for Konsta. Helenius will just golf ball this thing into the left side red line. And the United States are able to play with puck position. I'm just not noticing the speed right now to make plays. And that's the one thing that's really sticking out at me. When the United States want to use their speed and skill, they already got physicality. It's kind of being neutralized, or I'm not seeing that next year hit. As again, ball back in behind the net, and Augustine able to get a left pad on it. The United States just blew a tire right in behind the net, and it just keeps on happening. Adam Kleber is the one that turned it over there, and now is a battle for the puck. Here's a race on a one-on-one. We'll see if Nelson can find something. Here's a feed. This one's solved by Rimpinen as this goes to the left side gate. Perot. Watch. As Ryan Leonard couldn't get a whole bunch of that shot, but he did get a piece of it to Rimpinen. And we'll send this one back to Kiviharju. So Kiviharju will kiss it off the glass. And this will go to the left side red line now with 18:10 left to go in this second. There's a spin and leave now for Rimpinen as this will bounce. Good hit there against Hensler as United States try to keep this alive near the right side. That turn chances from goes up high over the netting. And picked up now across the right side boards. And a race forward to the right side red line now. This goes around the horn. A long shot. This gets deflected off the outside of the cage as this will be recollected for Cole Iserman. And now back to neutral as the United States gain the red and fire it in. Rimpinen now will slow it down. Hit this one near the right side boards, and now Finland gets a chance to escape her with Kupalainen. Kupalainen gets stick lifted. United States can't steal and being offside. 17:27 left to go in the middle frame. So I've already noticed, I will say this during the live play-by-play, 5 or 6 times the United States have blown an edge, but it's the forecheck of the Finns that are forcing them to make mistakes back in behind danger areas. And Augustine, even though he's given up 2, he could have easily given up more considering some of the chances that he's gone up against. And the United States needs to start pressing this in the other end. I don't care if it takes some kind of shot in the third or whatever else, but they got to find something in this middle frame, you would think, as we just started it really, to show that they're going to push Finland around a little bit, because I'm not seeing it right now. And to tune in for Hemming. We'll put this one back in behind the end boards. As Lauri Mikkola's squad continues to have the puck. This is off of a tie-up in the United States. Watch this one bounce off of Augustine, trying to pick this up through neutral. All sorts of players jammed together. This goes back in behind the end boards here for Brandon Sabota. What a fourth line time for the United States. And David Carl probably just trying to shuffle for answers here. Here's Sabota. He could walk in and shoot, but he passed instead. Didn't get any shot off there. And he was near the right side dot. You don't want to see that. Too much Jonathan Huberdeau. As this is back in behind the net now for the Finns. Mikkola will give this one ahead for his offense. Konsta Helenius slows up. His pass doesn't go anywhere, but last man back were the Finns anyway. And Kiviharju will play this one for Pieniniemi off the drop. Kiviharju, slow it down, back to Pieniniemi again. Finland in no rush right now. Off their breakout, and why not? The United States don't let them just kind of skate right in, not really push them around that much. Finland's been able to do that. A poor clearing attempt. It's Pieniniemi now. We'll get this puck possession near the right side now as this goes in across the wall. And now in the corner. This will go back to Kiviharju. This shot will get deflected. Now off a couple of stick lifts there, Finland. You just see them battling for the puck here. Nurmi try to get a piece of it. He will get this back to Kiviharju now. Pieniniemi's still out there. Another long wrister. This one goes to the traffic. This will be touched. Kiviharju gets a piece of it near the left side dot. He can walk in now. He tries the one-hand tuck near the left side of the post. And this one gets taken away by Augustine, but here is Finland again. This is not a power play, mind you, but it's been long outstretched with puck possession. Walk in, shoot, and score! And this is getting silly now. They're just playing with the puck left and right. They feel like it's a game of yarn with cats right now, just playing and toying around. And Finland is giving it to the United States. Mercy. Pieniniemi walks in and fires. This is buffet style. You got to say it this way. And Pieniniemi just turns on the burners. Never had to change. He's been out there for about a minute and a half. He walks in. He beats 2 United States players and then snipes it near the right dot. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets. What do you want Augustine to do there? I'm marking this in my notes right now as well. Is this even competitive? Because right now it doesn't look like it. I see a United States team that looks very slow. And I'm not saying they're not a good hockey team, because it's never going to be words that come out of my mouth. But I'm watching this team get pushed around by Finland. Pushed around. And again, we're talking about 5 wins in a row here, potentially coming in the mix of it. And Finland's looked really good. And they're going to try to finish this out right now with a 3-1 lead. 14:37 left to go in the second. Pieniniemi at the 4:52 marker of the middle frame. He just walks in, snipes, beats 2 players from Hynninen and Nurmi. I mean, that's just inexcusable. How long are you going to allow them to play in your zone without a little bit of a pushback? I mean, they're just getting blasted here. Hynninen off the face-off when the shot gets blocked. And the United States needs to turn on the burners. They got to ignite the pilot light, let alone turn on the burners here. As this is toward the right side, it's a one and done off a long shot. And here come the Finns again. This will be stick the side into the left side red line. Booyam sends this pass across. Nice pickup and off the boards, off the drop. And the one-timer goes wide at the right side of the glass. 4 to skew. Who is going to be the hero that's going to emerge? We've already seen James Higgins do it. But you need to see more from Perot and Leonard. Hell, you need to see more from everybody here. And for Augustine, 3 goals against him. Finland has beaten him 7 times already. And we're not even through halfway through this second. As this is sent back and around the inboards, Jokinen were able to make a move in around his crease. And Arttunen will watch this go back and around the inboards. As this is recollected for the United States. Just trying to pick up this puck. I'm having a tough time trying to execute passes. This gets deflected again. Another turnover. This is going to go right up the gut. Cross pass and a stick left at the very end. I'd be surprised if there was no penalty. Finland gets it again. Here's another feed. Augustine toward the right side. Now in the high slot, Finland doesn't shoot. They're getting set up now. Here's a long shot. Augustine with the glove hand, but this gets deflected. My goodness. Finland now toward the right side. Inside out move. Another chance. This one goes right in front of the crease. And the United States cannot get out of their own way in some of these chances, but it is Finland forcing a lot of it. Don't get it twisted. But they're just playing miserable hockey as far as some of these passes, and a little bit of a press against them they have no answer for right now. Going to go for a little bit of a change. Hemming now on the left side of the dot as this gets sent back around the inboards. Good hit for United States. We'll see if that wakes up anything. Still trying to find it there alongside Kalkangis. And the United States will chip this one off the glass and off the wall. It's another one and done maybe for Gabe Perot. He had no reinforcements. He was 100-foot clear, and then he gets absolutely smoked. And near the left side red line, Finland's got it again. We'll check off the puck now. And the United States see if they can do anything left to right. They need this next goal. As this is toward the right side. Slow off now. Danny Nelson will send it around the wall. This will go D to D. Bulliam. He can't get a shot off because the sticks are in the lane. Here's another chance for Finland makes an easy save. As this will be deflected. You got to start winning some puck battles here for the United States. We know Finland's got the possession, but you got to find the energy. Perot sends this one off. It might have bounced off one of the Finnish players' shot, and it was a hopeful one. But Rimpinen did glove it down. 11:48 left to go in the second. So Pieniniemi, he could have the backbreaker here. I don't want to be hyperbolic, but it really is how I got to say it.
Introducing weight loss by Hims. Personalized prescriptions, including GLP-1 injections and oral medication kits designed to help you lose weight so you can gain confidence and feel healthy. Plus, get guidance on nutrition, movement, sleep, hydration, and answers when you need them. 100% online. With weight loss by Hims,
Nurmi.
so much to lose and even more to gain. GLP-1 injections starting at $165 a month. Get started today at hims.com.
Man, these seats, right? I wonder how the other guys are doing. We spent hours finding the deal on these. Trash. Should use Game Time, the easiest way to find one of the best deals for the best seats with their Game Time picks. Game Time.
And here's Coach Carl on the break, giving up some instructions to the players. He's going forward. Whistles here. Give a few reminders. Probably support away from the puck would be my guess, because I think that's where they need to be a little bit better. As puck carriers working and creating a little bit, but they need.
So we're going to get an answer here for the Stars and Stripes. 11:30 left to go in the second. Here is Hudson toward the net and Rimpinen able to make the save. So if I only see United States attack off the rush, off a draw win, you need to see more of it. The shot board is not slanted. It's 16-13 Finland, but the scoreboard is starting to be 3-1 Finns. And they have just played with the puck longer than the United States have. They've gotten into danger areas. They've sniped. They've played with poise and experience. I mean, hey, you're going to beat multiple players. You got skill. They're showing it there, and they're giving everything to the United States. They've got to fight back. Ryan Leonard can't win the draw as this goes back in behind the inboards. Kiviharju now off the steal. Here is Miettinen. They'll spin and turn here in the left side dot, trying to keep it alive. And here we go again as this is funneled against the wall. Picked up now for the United States, hopefully quickly this time, but reverse a hit and pivot course as this is through right to the middle. Long outstretched pass. Long shot as well. Rimpinen able to get a piece of it with the shaft of the stick. Here's a chance. High slot. Gabe Perreault. Ryan Leonard. Shot gets deflected. Rimpinen will find it up in the air. He'll hold. 10:50 left to go. Gabe Perreault tried to feed Ryan Leonard, but he lost it in between his skates. Leonard tried to win the faceoff in between Minden's legs, and he had to take a couple cross checks to the back of the neck, and also in the back of the neck take a stick. So he had to pay for it there. And then Leonard takes a long shot and then tries to get it right back in the middle of the dots. 10:50 left to go in the second. Offensive zone draw here for the Americans. They'll win it. Quick shot. This one saved by Rimpinen with the stick. As it goes toward the right side dot. 10:40 left to go in this second. It's been a very good game for Finland here. And they're playing very well. Rimpinen, this one's bounced. We'll just move that puck like a juggling a ball and toward the right side dot. And now Nelson with Fortescue try to find it. Here's a flip pass, high slot. United States take a long shot. Rimpinen lost his goal stick. And now Finland will turn it over. Nelson off the outside of the cage. United States, Ziegler tries to throw it back there to Ziemer, but that one was turned over. And now this will be nicely in off the glass, not far enough for icing. So that's good for Finland. Allows them to get some changes. Fortescue had a lot of heat on that pass. A little too much. He tried to go length of the ice, 200 feet. That'll be iced against the Americans. He tried to go quickly as Rimpinen was finding the stick. And that pass had too much. Ziemer with a couple of chances there. And it got taken away from the wrist shot and in tight off the backhand. So this is what you're wanting to see more of here. Maybe sensing some desperation in this final stretch of 30 minutes of regulation. Unless we need more, but the United States will need to score at least 2 more times. As this will be picked up by United States in their own end. Cole Iserman. fighting off a check nicely. The United States will just elect to send it in. Eisman's going to be stuck by himself to try to chase. Rimpinen doesn't have any problems playing with that puck because he's got 3 other reinforcements with him. So they'll slow back around here. Let's start this one again. Cole Eiserman hasn't played a lot of minutes, but you think with the sniper and a game breaker like him, he might need to. As this one's in off the glass, good chip. And this will be picked up here for Cole. Cole will elect the pass instead, as this goes back here for Terrence. Long shot. This is off the outside of the cage. U.S. trying to jam away at it, but here emerges Finland. Near the right side red line, Stiga's pass goes right to Finland. 9 minutes left to go in the second as Lauri Mikkola's squad will take some changes here for their forwards. They'll send it in. Reps will jump out of the way and behind the mesh to Augustine. Shot board is now 16-15. United States getting closer on that, but they need a couple more goals. It's 3-1 Finland. And toward the right side, puck squirts away. No penalties here really to speak of in this game, not much. Backhand, Augustine makes the save as he held on the left post as he denied Nurmi. We'll take a break.
Easy to grip with the size of the power of 2 action Pairings. Nice first pass. He makes it last. I see how the ball was starting to go.
International hockey is back as USA continues their title defense this Finland at the Women's U18 World Championship. Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network. The IIHF World Junior Championship returns to USA. The tournament is the anniversary and all-session tournament. Ticket packages are now on sale. Don't miss out on your chances for the best seats. And now, see top players in the world. Great state of hockey. Learn more. Visit 2026.
Offensive zone draw, 8:39 left to go in the second. Fortescue now battling for it near the left side dot. United States will flip this one back, see if they can get anything going here for Kiviharju. We'll send this back around for Finland one more time, but this will be stick lifted by the United States, and a pass right through the middle is lazy and intercepted, but United States will jump on it. Toward the right side dot now, wrapping behind the net. Here's a cross pass, it deflected off Terrence, and this will be punching off the wall. Slap shot gets deflected off of one of the Finns. This will be a pull bank pass. 8 minutes left to go in the second as Mikkola's squad will take a change. They're enjoying the 3-1 lead. They've got another goal added here in the second as Max Plant will carry in. Just onside here. Plant still trying to buy some space as it's 1-on-4. Near the right side dot, shot deflected. Rimpinen will hold. Leonard wanted a 1-T. Nobody spotted him near the left dot, but a long shot in the middle of the slot gets held. Ryan Leonard there, as they show him on the screen. He wanted that 1-T. He was open near the left dot, but they elected for a deflection for Bullion as it hit off Jokinen's leg. So they say, hey, you didn't see me there on that side of Leonard, as this is a face-off win, but they're going to say dropped unfairly. We'll have to do it again. 7:39 left to go in this middle frame. Now they go to 7:41. A couple seconds on the clock. John here with you on the call. This one is making me a little nervous here as Finland's got a 3-1 lead. The United States, I think, needs that next goal. James Hagen's the only one in the first. As Hagen's line is out there right now. This is toward the D. Host Hudson, shot deflected. Gabe Perot also will loot over his stick. The New York Ranger that's got dual citizenship between the U.S. and Canada. He will at least get a silver, but you know he wants that gold. Outstretched pass goes right to Finland. Here's a deflection. The U.S. just trying to get it out. They'll do so. One more touch. They're looking for a seam pass nonetheless as Leonard gets taken down. And then another hit. This was right in front of the referee, but it's not called. They're looking right at him was Ryan Leonard. He's saying, what do I got to do here? Is this one picked up near the right side dot? This will be sent in again for Canada, talking about not getting calls. If this was them on the other foot, I think the fans would be up in arms right now. But again, in Ottawa, the Canadian fans, all they would want to do is laugh. I'm sure they're all rooting for Finland. This will be sent back around the inboards for Augustine. Backhand does not get cleared. Finland's going to get possession out of this. Good inside out. They'll go ahead and get this possession toward the left side dot. There's a shot into the screen off a stick lift in the United States alongside Cole Hudson. Cole Hudson will leave this around the boards here for Oliver Moore. Oliver Moore will get a pin against the wall for Pieniniemi. Here's Zemer. Gets the steal. Back to D. Looking for a deflection there, and Rimpinen makes the save with the right pad. Oliver Moore now. Near the right side. Throws it back. And alongside for Rimpinen will throw it on, and this will go up and out of play in a minute. 6:04 left to go in this second. US now leads on the shot board, 18-17. Ryan Leonard gets taken down, a little bit of a slash from the back foot, and then gets hit again by Miettinen. So a little bit of a tough shift there for Ryan Leonard. Cole Hudson with the wrist. Not good rebound control there for Rimpinen, but the glove was able to knock that away in the corner where the United States couldn't get another piece of it. A good blocker save there for Rimpinen. 6:04 as we got some of those camera shots. Watching this one on NHL Network. Again, TSN in Canada as the United States win it. Cole Eisman can't shoot it. Another chance. He tried to pick it up again as Trevor Connolly will get pinned against the backboard now. Terrence try to find it. Here's Teddy Stiga. Stiga now trying to locate alongside Terrence. Terrence toward the right side wall, back to Teddy. Teddy, little inside out move to stay with this puck near the right side bumper. This will go in between the legs and alongside for Terrence, so we'll try to fight it again. Teddy Stiga join in on the fray. Good effort here for this line. Terrence toward the right side off the back skate. Here's a chance toward the left side dot now. Cannot shoot it as this is sent in behind the end boards now. Trevor Connolly will get pinned there alongside Kerry Terrence. Finland finally gets this puck possession. They're going to be able to emerge here. They got numbers. He's going to go in the middle. This is going to have to be a poke save for Augustine. He'll do so. My goodness. 5 minutes left to go in the second. Here's Kleber. Kleber now toward the right side. Send it through the blue paint. Ripping it down off the side of the cage. US trying to fight through it now. James Hagens trying to get around the referee. Here comes a slapper. Ripping it without a goal stick. Can the United States keep it in now? Toward the right side dot as this is sent back around the embankment. Finland can't get it out. I don't know if Rimpinen picked up his goal stick yet. He did. As this goes to the left side, United States will hold the blue line, but they throw it right to Finland. 4:30 left to go in the second. Good shipper off the wall. Good denial there for the U.S. 4:25 left to go in the second. Shot board is 18-17 U.S. And they need some goals. Here's a drop. Leonard, touch pass. Oh, what a denial for Rimpinen. That was the best save of the game there. Gabe Perreault got denied off a one-handed tuck from Rimpinen. We'll take a break.
So if you're looking for something special, give Tommy John a gift of better day. Everything we make is meticulously crafted from breathable stretch fabric for the perfect fit, including our sleeper Henry and It feels good today, and it feels great to give Tommy John. Find something for everyone and pick up something for yourself. Because at Tommy John, greatness is our very best. Go to TommyJohn.com now for 25% off the first order.
Baby joints, reach for the spray. Muscle stories, reach for the spray. With Title, next generation innovative, 20 therapy spray, and an all-new Title therapy spray. Reach where it hurts and penetrate deep with rapid relief. The 360-degree spray reaches anywhere, dries fast, and lasts.
It relieves the pain quickly, so I can continue doing what I love.
Trusted by athletes and over 1 million satisfied users. Title, available online or at your favorite retailer. Well, you can argue Kateri Rimpinen has been the top goalie so far in this tournament. This game is over. He will have made more saves than anybody else.
So Rimpinen, 202 saves, 96 slot saves, 940 save percentage, second, first, and first. When we talk about Rimpinen being the goaltender, and I said going into the semifinals that I think Finland can keep it close against Sweden, let alone win it. And Rippinen was the reason why. Again, he's just a much better netminder than anything Sweden can offer there alongside Melker Thielen. And now he's dueling with Trey Augustine, and he's winning that battle right now. He's only given up one. He's made 20 of 21 saves. Augustine 14 of 17. As the United States need pressure, I said first the 4 probably wins this one. I don't think Rippinen is in the space right now to even give up 4 goals, and Finland's already got 3. So that kind of sense where it is. Rautainen now toward the right side as this will get spun, picked up by the United States. Back in behind the cage as this goes wide to Augustine. 3:40 left to go in the second. At least for the United States, they've looked better in the second period for chances, but they need to manufacture more, and they've got to do it with a little more consistency as well, a little bit quickly. As Danny Nelson can't find it. Finland finds the entry now to the left side and just dumping it off the back end. Miettinen, little move off the inside out. He takes a big hit. Again, no penalties here in this second. Referees just let him play on in this gold medal game. Shot goes back and behind it. Bounces off the stick. This will be stolen now across the right side bumper. Pieniniemi can make a shot if he wants to. Kiviharju will try to get something going. Toward the left side, absorbs the hit. Finland had it right out in front, but lost it in between some skates. Ryan Leonard emerges with it. He falls down. Ryan Leonard, 2:50 left to go in the second. He wants a call. He gets all tied up, and he gets a little push later. Gabe Perogan his stick held. They're really letting everything go right now, and Finland can say the same thing. The United States better not retaliate because they're going to get a penalty called against them. No doubt about it. 2:41 left to go in the second. And you can't retaliate here if you're not getting the calls that you don't want, despite Kiviharju, little inside out. He did get hooked. He got his stick caught into Ryan Leonard's left hand, and Leonard's like, hey, wait a minute. You got this big old hook there right in front of me, and the ref is looking right at me. He doesn't call it. Again, I've seen it right in his face, and they're saying no. Leonard with a little bit of a push after, but they're just going to let it go. 2:41 left to go in the second, so they're going to make sure if anyone earns this, they're going to have to do so on even strength. Neutral zone draw. Halttunen will win this one for Finland, but the United States immediately steals. As goes the left side red line. Find the entry now. And off the backhand and across the wall, here are the United States. Connolly will watch. Here the left side, that long shot, scores! Rippinen couldn't track the rebound, and somehow that goes in, and the United States have some more life. But that was an ugly goal, but they will take it. No doubt about it. Right at 2:22. It's Sabota. So a knuckle puck off the defense at 2:22. It's going to get credited to Sabota. United States are going to take it. That was an ugly goal, but sometimes it happens here. 3-2 now as a long shot held by Rippinen with 2:15 left. That's some more life. It's a fluke goal, big time. No doubt about it, but the United States now only within one. As this one, high slot, it just goes through the 5-hole and in. Bounces off the defense. It looked like that was going to be an electric chair slam. A little bit of Scott Steiner, big pop of pump. Bounces up high, goes down low, goes through the 5-hole, goes in. Now United States have it. High slot. Here's another shot, Fortescue. This one gets deflected. Now they get some life here. James Hagan's off the spin and turn. See what they can get from Platt and Hudson. Gets the primary and secondary assists. U.S. toward the right side red line and across the wall. Big hit. My goodness. Then someone got punished there. Then that was Platt. And off the tie-up. This will get sent back down to be iced against the Finns. 1:42 left to go on the second. Sabota I mean, that's about as lucky as it gets. He fires it on, and no look, he's just falling down as the Kachucks are looking on. They're enjoying it here in the mix. Brady Kachuk is watching along. This will be a face-off that we have to do again. 1:42 left to go in the second. Sabota makes it a one-goal game. It's 3-2 now. This will be knocked away from Gabe Perreault and back in behind for Higgins. Higgins tried to leave for Leonard, but he lost it in between his skates. He just gets settled back down toward the left side blue line. This will be flipped in amongst the crowd. Look out over there. 1:21 left to go in this second. So one-goal game, and momentum can be a fickle and funny thing. Again, guys, I cannot show you the game as far as anything else, because if I show you that stuff, I can't do streams because YouTube does not allow it. 1:21 left to go in this second. 22-17 on the shot board. David Carl's squad has got within one more. So 3-2 game. It's kind of been fits and starts for the U.S., but it's been better in this last 10 minutes or so in terms of getting more pressure and getting on that shot board. But Rimpinen has been really good. Again, there really isn't anything he could do with a double deflection. That's why he stopped 20 and 22. United States try to clear this in across the red. Maybe a chase for the puck here. We'll see who'll get to it. Be an opportunity for Z Bullion. United States off the long flip, and this one will get settled down. Icing against the Americans with 1:05 left to go in the second. So we'll give you the reset here in a moment. Let's go across the local NFL scoreboard because it's big implications for me for the Lions. Lions have the ball 7-0 with 10:10 left to go in the second. So I have plenty of time to watch that game by the time that this one is done, as we're almost done with the second period here. 1 minute left to go. United States wins a D-zone draw, and they'll chip this one back in behind Finland. 55 seconds left to go. A little stop and start for Pieniniemi. Back in behind the crease. And I'll leave this one across for the captaincy. Kiviharju tried to pass it from 150. This one will bounce off a stick shaft, so this will be live. United States in their own end to fall down and behind the cage to make a play, just to make sure Finland doesn't get on it. And Bullion able to get around the check. Now to the right side, it's Ryan Leonard. Off the drop pass, Hudson scores! We're tied! Right in the middle of a slot, a little dipsy doodle for Cole Hudson. And it's a 3-3 game. The United States needed it. This was a period they had to wake up. And a late goal. And the final minute for Cole Hudson, younger brother of Lane. It's a drop for Ryan Leonard. Cole Hudson gets around the bowling pins. Shoots between three. Snipes it past Rimpinen. And we're tied at trace. He gets that around a stick lift as well, and then hammers it off the right side of the crossbar and in. Holy cow, what a goal for the Stars and Stripes. Cole Hudson, baby, let's go. As they play Freebird again, it's a brand new game at 3-3. Cole Hudson has been one of the better players in this tournament. Talking the first game against Germany, he was a +7. At about 6 assists. That's the biggest one right now. Settle back in behind the end boards here, and the face-off goes up and out of play. 24.5 left to go in the second. So one fluky goal and one not so fluky. Cole Hudson. That was a disgusting move off the drop from Leonard. He just windmills, gets around three Finnish players, banks it off the right bar and in. Absolutely nasty for Cole Hudson. As we got 15 seconds left to go in this middle frame. It's a 3-3 game. You don't want any last second goal here for the Finns. As this goes toward the right side dot. United States, this gets turned over. 5 seconds left. It's on the right side red line. Just got to hold this against the glass. United States score twice. Finland's got one in the second, but it's a 3-3 game after 40. When we come back, we'll call the last 20, maybe more. Again, Sweden and the Czech Republic went into overtime in that bronze medal game. Should we need it in the gold medal game? We'll find out. 3-3 now. Man, crazy stuff. So let's get it set here. I'll give you the box all across. You're going to type these ones in.
Decides to quit, turning your home into an unbearable sweatbox, and now you have to deal with it. Hi, I'm Joe, and this is why I invented iFlow, the world's first automatic AC drainline clean system to keep your AC going and that cool air flowing. Look, that's a drain pan overflow that damages ceilings and walls. And
so Pieniniemi from Nurmi and Ruohonen in the second, but that's it, and that's all for Finland. As Pieniniemi beat two players walking near the right dot, and he absolutely sniped the defenseman. Was looking good, and honestly, in my notes, I put, is this even competitive? I put that at the time of the 15:08 left to go in the second. I actually put that in my notes because the United States were turning it over on simple passes. It looked one-sided. The United States, after that, though, started getting some pushbacks with shots. Bertie Ziemer provided pushback near the right post. Rimpinen made a backhanded save near the right side post alongside Oliver Moore. He had some Finland blocks. 5 of the second, Leonard hits Perot for a touch pass all along the slot. All they could do was get a stick on it off of a push shot, more so than anything else. Rimpinen started to look good. Again, they showed his .940 save percentage, but Sabota gets a break. 222 throws it. It knuckles off the defense and in. That was lucky, but 39 seconds was not. Leonard off the drop pass. Hudson with the windmill gets around 3 players. Snipes off the right post and in, and it's a 3-3 game now. So Sabota from Plot and Hudson, we'll throw that in there right now. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. So Hudson's already got a couple points in this game. And now he's got the game-tying goal. And then Hudson from Leonard. And then we'll see if there's a secondary assist. You know, we got that one for sure. And then we'll see what we got on this other side for a secondary. Pull this one back up. So Zebuyam going to pick up a point.
Yeah, the Finns had this game pretty much under control for about 35 minutes. And let's see what Joe's been talking about. You're never going to play a full 60. So hopefully we get a really good 45, and then that other 15 survive it. Well, the Finns, for the most part, were 35 real good. Then the U.S. gets that goal, and it's a freaky goal that they get. So, like, if you're the Finland,
shots on goal in total now are 23-17. Shots on goal for the United States in that period, 15-4. No penalties in the second. And face-offs 23-19 for the Americans. So that's completely changed as well.
for the other seeking play between the pipes. They got fired to get it past them, and they were.
So I said first of 4 is going to win this one. Now we sit at 3-3. This next goal is going to be absolutely gargantuan.
Mark, it was one of those rare times in this game where the U.S. was able to pull off a half.
All right, so I gave you the reset. I'm going to go ahead and update the Facebook side and the other Twitter side as well, X.
They finally get to the puck first, got a lucky bounce, and look what they did with it. How about this? Cole Hudson, shake and bake to the middle, between the circles, pipe and in, and we've got a tie-goal medal game. These are defensemen scoring these goals. You saw the Finnish defenseman going soft spot here, and Lauri had some comes across, flips the 2 players, and again, goal scores. You shoot back against the grain. It's a very hard save for goalie, and if you happen to get picked to the corner, like Hudson does right here, no chance.
Hudson created a bit of a coverage mess for the Finns. To me, it is once again one of those times in the game where he found soft ice to jump into. He slashed into that area, got puck on the stick, had room to maneuver, had time to maneuver. I was able to make a really good shot.
So we've got the Hudson River rivalry in the NHL. This is the Hudson River rivalry. It's USA versus Canada. And so far, Cole Hudson having himself determined a big goal that ties this game up at 3. He spoke with Mike Kelly after the second period.
Well, Cole, your third goal of the tournament, third goal of the game for Team USA ties it up. Just want to see how that play happened.
Yeah, then 2 plays earlier in the period, there was a late right that got open, and talked a little bit about it, how he didn't hit it the first time, and then the next time scrimmage for it, he dropped it and made a nice play and put it in the net.
It seemed like you guys were building momentum as that period rolled along. So the other scores with just under 4 to go. How much of a lift did that give the bench?
Yeah, kind of like gave us like a little bit. We kind of felt that on the bench, but yeah, like we'll kind of put fire under us, and hopefully we continue to keep going.
Tough game going into the final period. The gold medal game doesn't get much better than that. Well, you guys have to be closest to that.
Yeah, I mean, just keep playing our game. I think the last 7-ish minutes of that period, we played our identity, and we got pucks on that, and things finally started to fall.
Enjoy the play.
Hey, appreciate it. Nice. And coming up next on the International Report, we have a pair of overtime game winners in the NHL. These are gold medal games shaping up the same kind of finish. Time will tell. We get the highlights from the NHL. The big boys come up next.
So through the Facebook update, again, it's going to be easy for me to just track the story as far as getting everything else in. We'll go across the scoreboard reset in the NFL in a moment.
Doesn't count. What you need is a will, something you can sign and make official. Start your will at trustedwill.com. Make it count.
Thanks that real text.
Sure.
Certainty matters. When you need certain promo gear, you can be certain 4 Imprints got it. Quality apparel? Got it. Drinkware? Got it. Bags? High-tech? Outdoor? Got it, got it, got it. So go get it at 4imprint.com. 4imprint, 4imprint.
The wait is almost over. The world's best players take the ice to compete for their country. International best on best hockey comes to Boston as Bruins stars Brad Marchand of Team Canada and Charlie McAvoy of Team USA compete to see which hockey nation will reign. Canada, Finland, Sweden, USA. The 4 nations face off. Get your tickets today.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head? Comb it over? Wear a hat? Just stop. This isn't 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts, can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out because they're giving away an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card to everyone who scans this QR code. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley guarantee. Let them show you for free how
Complete free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Scan the QR code. Don't wait. Scan the code now and ask about the Bosley guarantee.
I players on me. I never liked someone that beat me up more in my life.
Those are two tough matchups.
Pretty excited.
Take it easy on me. I pregame with the players before the puck stop. NHL now with Days 5 Eastern on NHL Network.
Welcome back to the intermission report. The Finns in USA tied at 3 after 2. Meanwhile, in the NHL, highlights here for Boston.
So let's go across that scoreboard again in the NHL. Flyers, Maple Leafs tied 2-2. Lightning Ducks 2-1 Ducks. Ducks been playing very well of late, so you can't take them for granted. Islanders win 5-4 against the Bruins in OT. That is big for the Bolts because it's so many makeup games. I believe 4 extra makeup games for Tampa. They're going to have a busy second half of the season. Hurricanes win 4-3 over the Penguins. At PNC, Sebastian Aho wins it. The Penguins pick up a point. See if all those ones went final on the actual board itself, as the Red Wings now sit 3 points out of the playoff spot. Ever since that coaching change, we've still got 2 games in hand of the Pens, and then 1 game in hand of the Senators. But Tuesday, they're going to play each other. I think I might cover that one. Vikings now get a field goal, 4:19 in the second. Lions with the ball, 7-3. I got the Lions. They got to win by 3 on that one. Chargers, Raiders, 34-20. The Seahawks win 30-25 over the Rams. Jets, 32-20 over the Dolphins. It might be Aaron Rodgers' last game. He said maybe. Who knows? Cardinals win 47-24 over the 47-24 over the 49ers. Panthers win an OT, 44-38 over the Falcons. Commanders don't cover the spread, so that's unfortunate for me. They win 23-19 over the Cowboys. It was 4.5. Bears upset the Packers, who don't have much to play for anyway. I don't think they can move up or down. 24-22, Bears take that one. Texans get the win over the Titans. Already have the division wrapped up anyway, 23-14. Colts beat the Jags, 26-23. Patriots beat the Bills, 23-16. Eagles get the Giants 20-13, at least covered there. Buccaneers 27-19 over the Saints, and the Chiefs already tied up everything else, so they had nothing to play for. They lose 38-0 to the Broncos, who make the playoffs.
We know how he can wire the puck. He's actually shooting the short side, but he gets a bounce to the middle off Nedeljkovic's blocker, and what a set of hands for Aho. Up next, it's the third period in Ottawa with gold on the line. Tony and EJ with the call of the third period next.
This overtime game wear is powered by the long-lasting power of Energizer. Here we go.
This the one knows that when the big game stays away, the unexpected can put everything on the line. But with a solid game plan and a teammate like Ranger that she can rely on to deliver the product she needs when she needs it, she's confident that she will always win the day. And her team will do the same. Call thegranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
To have little girls coming and watching us, it reminds us why we're doing it.
It's good on their first year to use a PWHL jersey is incredibly special.
As a fan, you embrace that community when you brought the colors.
The fans will always been there. We've just been sort of waiting for this next step.
The game is growing.
It makes it real.
It gives them something to strive for.
Together, together,
You are great.
IIHF Pro Massaging Ball. Easy to grip and massage in the power of 2 night strength pain relievers. Less works less. It makes it less. IIHF Pro Massaging Ball.
When you're paying high interest on your credit card balance, it's hard not to feel like debt follows you everywhere. In only a few minutes at financebuzz.com, you can easily compare credit cards that offer 0% intro APR periods for up to 21 months. Stop taking high-interest credit card payments and transfer your debt to a card with a fantastic 0% intro APR. Take control of your credit card debt now at financebuzz.com.
We're better together because I can talk about any subject with you. We laugh so much together.
They are my sisters. They celebrate my wins with me, make me a stronger woman, a stronger friend, and a stronger sister. That's why we are better together.
Women's International Hockey looks back as USA continues their coveted events this is Finland and the Women's U18 World Championship. Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network. Broadcast of this game is authorized by USA Hockey, and any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of any image, sound, account, or description of this game without the express written consent of USA Hockey and the International Ice Hockey Federation is strictly prohibited. Welcome back to Ottawa. Here at Tony Brown and Mike Kelly downstairs with the second period scoring summary. And Tony, really, USA getting 2 goals in a minute to tie this thing up. Just take us through those 2 goals.
All right, we're going to get set here for the third period. Again, I have a 50-50 who takes goal between USA Finland. You guys are smart in terms of that as far as the top question of the day here, because there was one period that was all Finland. It was one period that was all United States. We continue to press on here. All right, everybody, we're going to get settled for this third period. Let's get underway. We got 20 minutes left to go to see who decides this thing. So 20 minutes left to go here. All of a sudden now it's a 3-3 game. Again, I talked about it in the middle of the notes for the intermission, saying, is this game even competitive after one? And then seeing how much the game has changed. United States really found that extra gear, and Finland went in a little bit of survival mode, and now they've got to find the answer as the United States have gotten this one leveled. Again, we said that Finland won 4-3 in the prelim game, as it's the only one to actually knock out the United States, even though that was an OT. This one will go back to Finland and start it again, but still, we're going to need at least that score again to decide who gets gold or silver, if not more. As this is Arttu. He'll lose the puck. That'll be a long clearing attempt. This will work back there. Hudson able to get this one ahead. Running off the rush, here's a shot. And Miettinen makes the save. This gets deflected. We got a minute away here in this third as really getting away in the final frame. Gabe Perreault between his legs. And that shot with a lot of skill as this will go back to D. Hudson now. Already got one. He shoots another. Miettinen saved it. He never tracked it though. Gabe Perreault now. And between his legs. Work now on the backhand. I'll send this one to those forehand and put this one towards Hudson and Leonard. Gabe Perreault now. Try to find Leonard with a pass across, but he wasn't there just yet. Finland will slowly put this around the inboards, but Gabe Perreault might get to it first. Off the stick lift, Finland tries to clear it down the ice. This is a rolling puck, not far enough for icing. Started again as Finland will try to intercept this across the blue line. They're going to need to shoot this quickly, and that's what they try to do off the backhand. Was sort of in an open area. United States can't get it out as Augustin continues to track. He's now standing up near the right side post, and this will be off a long flip. This will be Hagens. That'll push this one ahead. Nieminen now will stop it. It'll slow this to the left side as Miettinen will take a long outstretched pass. Good one here toward the left side dot. This will rattle this around the embankment. A little bit of body contact. Kiviharju will get absorbed by a couple hits. Connolly's pass just gets through the zone as this goes the other way now. United States Terrence trying to get a couple stick chops, and this will get knocked away. Try to make a change in on the fly as this will get knocked away off the stick. United States. They will get it across the blue. Zabota. We'll watch this one go. Again, Finland, they're trying to show no shots in a less amount of time, but they didn't have a time tracker here on the WJC side of it. But it's been a little bit since they've got a shot on goal as this is flipped back down across the left side red line. Finland will send this back into their own end. 17:05 left to go here in the third. All of a sudden, this game has changed. Cole Hudson with the game time goal as this goes toward the right side. A little bit of Brandon Sabota luck at 2:22 as it was a double deflection and in past Rimpinen. Toward the left side, long slapper. Augustine gloves it down. He'll play it. Nobody was there in the Finland vicinity as this is an opportunity to be sent ahead. I think this is going to be not blown dead. Jokinen absorbs a hit, able to stay on his feet from Iserman. And Hula will get this one the other way for Finland. Toward the left side red line. Flips it in. As this bounce was in off the glass, we're to tune in. We'll have to give chase. Danny Nelson flipping ahead now for the United States as he gets pasted against the boards. Forward askew. We'll wait for everybody to get back on side as they'll flip it in. Rimpinen went to go chase it. He didn't find it. And now see if the United States can get a couple stick chops near the right side red line. Here's an opportunity as this puck gets battled in through the corner now. Toward the right side dot, low to high, and Finland intercepts. They will send it in. Bouncing off the back of the cage of Augustine as United States have trouble with this for a moment. Here's an opportunity there for United States for Logan Hensler and Colin Ralph, but this will go on the players' bench. 15:51 left to go in the third, and this one is moving quickly as we're in a little bit of a chess match here. It'll be an offensive zone draw for Finland. They win it. We got 15:45 left to go in this third. United States trying to get the puck out. Finland hasn't had a shot on goal in quite a while as United States have controlled really the last 12 minutes of the second period. And this third period kind of feels like a chess match right now. This next goal might win it. Again, it was 4-3 Finland in the prelims in OT. And right now it's 3-3. Again, I thought whoever scores the fourth goal is going to win it. Certainly feels that way right now here early. Still tons of time in the third as Ralph will gain the red line. Send this one in. This bounces to Connolly. Now Max Plot will go ahead and try to give chase as Jokinen will push this one ahead. Finland's got possession of it for the moment. Good one. Outstretched for Cole Hudson, who has been excellent from the second period and on. James Hagens waved through the bowling pins. Connolly with a shot. This one goes high to the left side of the dot. Now an opportunity. We're running Tunen. We'll get Stickle, try to find Finland here. Rush the other way. Leonard! He gets denied toward the right side of the pad as Rimpinen had to take a breakaway away from Leonard. But that would have given the United States the lead. Here's Hudson now. Little inside out move toward the right side. Little pivot as this goes back for Hagens. Finishes his check. Perot. Try to get this off the outside of the mesh. Perot now. Spin and turn. Gabe Perot near the right side as he's waiting toward to get some reinforcements. High slot Cole Hudson. One more pass. Booing him. Oh, deflection goes wide for Leonard. My goodness. It was right there. Back now for James Hagens. Leonard knocked down. 14 minutes left to go in the third. Gabe Perot will watch this one go outside the zone, but here's Hudson again. Hudson now on his forehand. He'll slow up. Hudson now finding entry. That's a crazy stick handle for Cole Hudson. Higgins through the goal mouth. And this one out of the United States. Down to 13-40 toward the right side dot. Back to Hudson. Try to slow it down here for Booyam. Booyam, I don't think can hold it, but a nice diving play just to push it ahead so the Finns didn't have a break. It could have been a 2-0. This one sent back in for Rimpinen. He'll slow it down. Now we'll see if Kiviharju can get some puck possession here. Finland hasn't had to touch the puck a lot, but you kind of wonder one bounce could change things on both sides. 13-10 left to go in the third. The tension is starting to mount. This feels like that gold medal game last year against Sweden. It was like this until the United States took control of the third, especially late. Back him on the inboards for Miettinen. Now Konsta Helenius. Helenius now toward the right side. This is going to turn into a hell of a game, as this will go for Egler turns it over to the right side. Finland try to get this one. Kiviharju has got to shoot it. Big save. This one goes over the net. Now toward the right side, Zemer will get this one back for Hensler. Now to the left side is Miettinen. We'll go ahead and take his change for David Carl's squad. 12:30 left to go in this third. We're waiting for the next one here with bated breath on either side. Here's a chance left side, sold by Rimpinen. He'll hold off of a chance for Oliver Moore. We'll take a break. Starting to feel that heartbeat elevate a little bit as we get closer to the halfway marker of this third.
This telecast of IIHF World Junior Championships presented by Sensorino. Own the best in virtual reality. NHL Sensorino 25.
Experience a new reality of off-ice hockey with NHL Sensorino 25. Available on Netflix. Transform any space into your own virtual rink where you can practice anytime, anywhere. With modes for goalies and players, get unlimited access to hundreds of drills, training time, and more. Get more ice time at home with a hockey training aid that fits into any space and any schedule. Train smarter, play faster. NHL Sensorino.
When you can't take your pet to the store, isn't smart.
You're watching? You're from
It's the latest and greatest Team USA Hockey apparel can be found exclusively at ShopUSAHockey.com. There's something for all ages. Don't delay. Head to ShopUSAHockey.com now and join in the spirit of being part of Team USA. USA gear.
offensive zone draw. Shot right on, and Rimpinen able to make the pad save. 12:15 left to go in the third. Leonard, pinball. This is a good bounce for the U.S. Keep it in. Leonard now near the right side dot. He gets around a couple of stick chops. Here is Booyam. Booyam working his way in the high slot on the back skate. Booyam now toward the left side blue line. Leave it around the horn here for Leonard. Leonard will get sticked away. Now Finland off the back pass. Be careful here. Finland finds the entry, and this gets deflected before it ever hit Augustine. Finland now gets the puck, but they'll just back pass. We need to get some pressure here for Finland on the other side too, because it's been all U.S. They have not had any answers here since that second period when they were all over the United States. I mean, there really was no exaggeration. It looked like they had this in the bag after 20 minutes. As this find the entry now. We're going to tune in. We'll send this in off the backhand. We'll chip it in deep. Try to see if they get a loose puck or a turnover. I think that's what they're playing for. And now Eiserman able to get this one ahead toward the right side. Terrence off the cross, but nobody home. As it's 11:05 to go in the third. Shot from the point. This one blocked before it ever Rimpinen. Nice play. United States. One more cross. Finland bodies are diving everywhere here. Fortescue. Now an opportunity for Plot. Plot bounces off the legs of Rimpinen. And this will be sent back down through neutral. Fortescue. Take a breath. 10:45 as the United States take an entry toward the right side. And they fall and rip it and take the shot quickly. The United States saw that there. I don't think that would have been a goal anyway if that would have went in. Max Planck fell into the ref. And Finland's not doing the extra pushing there. They're just going to make sure that everybody else is okay. So clean back up the bowling pins and set them up again. It's going to be an offensive zone draw. 10:38 left to go here in the third. And I think Halttunen might have, or Kiviharju. Yeah, Plod just looked like he lost an edge, and he ran right into Rimpinen. So no worse for wear for either, and thank goodness that Rimpinen will hold near the post and not get pushed in, because again, those moorings will come off, thankfully, because it didn't used to. 10:38 left to go here in the third. It'll be a D-zone draw for Finland. Again, no goals yet in the third to tell you about, but it's 3-3. United States scored twice in that second period in the mix of Zabota and Hudson. Teddy Stiga now trying to finish his check. Gets loose out in front. United States can't get a stick handle on it. As this goes back around for Cole Eiserman on his forehand. He gets pinned against the boards. And this will be knocked away from Terrence. And off the wall. This will be an icing against the Finns right at 10:06. Left to go in the third. Shot board reads 27-19. I'm getting a little nervous, but it's fun to be nervous at these points because it's back-to-back years in which the United States can get a gold. If they have to get a silver, they got a gold last year, so gold and silver wouldn't be a bad result. But you get here and you want to try to finish it off. And for Finland, and man, oh man, they'd feel good to get gold. They played so good in this tournament, trying to get 5 wins in a row. As Danny Nelson can't win the draw. And this will be moved ahead. Stick to side, as we'll try to see who gets to it now. Nelson lost it for a moment. Here's a battle for the puck, as this will be picked up off the backhand and then immediately intercepted. The United States able to get this one off the ice, and they've iced at 9:46, so they can't change. And we've hit the halfway marker of the third. Again, now it's time, boys and girls. Tell me who is going to win this one. Got to give me your thoughts here. Again, USA, Finland, I still have that listed at 50-50. Face-off won by Finland. Halttunen will watch this one go toward the net. Good stick chop here for the U.S. Able to escape some pressure here. Play this off the backhand, rip it, and come out of the goal crease. Shot board reads 27-20. It's probably the second shot for Finland in the last, 12 minutes? As this one sent in now for United States. Booyah. Try to get this one right to left. Again, United States in the all blue with the red and white striping. Finland in the all white jerseys with the black pants. As this is a backhand, that one goes just wide for Booyah. And off the right side of the glass, a little race for the puck here. United States can't play it because they'd be off sides. Intercepted through neutral. Here's an opportunity for the defense. Long wrister. This one gets deflected. Now United States has it again. 8:56. This one blocker to side toward the right side post. Good hunt for the puck here, but Finland able to chip it off the glass. We'll see if they can get around Booyah. They do. Finland now toward the right side. Wide open. Here's a save there for Augustine, but Konsta Helenius will pick it up near the right side dot. Helenius off the spin and turn. He's going to try to go ahead and find Hynninen. So Konsta Helenius gets turned over and Booyah steals. As this is back around for Ryan Leonard. He'll take a long shot right on, and this one will be solved by Rimpinen. I'll go ahead and push it ahead. 8:15 left to go in the third. As this one gets sent a little bit too far again. So Finland with another ice. And we'll see if they'll get some winded bodies. We see some heavy breathing here alongside the Finns as this game has started to continue and press on closer to the 60 minutes unless we need more. So long shot, and that was Benjamin Rautainen, and that one just missed in off the rush as the Finns were getting to their feet trying to see if somebody was getting it going. But man, oh man, this U20 tournament, double IIHF, brings good things again, a lot of excitement. Again, I'd be a little bit disappointed at a silver, but honestly not in the sense that it would be Finland and U.S. and we get this matchup again, and it's been about as good as it can be. Sabota going to go ahead and take this draw. He can't win it as this one's picked up by the Finns. This gets sent back down again. Fortescue loses an edge. This will be an opportunity for Finland to try to get this near the right side of the post. as Max Plot will push this one ahead. Connolly now will spin and turn around Miettinen. Connolly will just throw a bank pass off the boards in the middle and send this one in behind the cage of Rimpinen. Here's a loose puck. Pickup bounces off Rimpinen's right pad. And now we'll see if there is a penalty. No, Connolly gets knocked down. We play on. This goes to the right side. Sweet move there. Zabota tries to make a play on a knee. He gets pinned against the wall. Here emerges Team USA. Short side chance. This one goes wide. Sent back down the ice. This off a shot. And Fortescue will start it again. 7:20 left to go here in the third. Fortescue now gains the red. Slap shot it in from 100. This will be picked in off the wall. Terrence. We'll watch this one as Kiviharju gets the steal. Aaron Kiviharju off the long flip. This one bounces off Hensler. Hensler now. Got to be safe about it. Finland throws it right at the Augustine, but he's got the eagle eyes. He sees it. 6:58 left to go in the third. Let's take a break. That wasn't a bad idea as Augustine tracked the puck, but time's starting to run out here in regulation.
So if you're looking for something special, give Tommy John a gift a better day. Everything we make is meticulously crafted from breathable stretch fabric for the perfect fit, including our sleepwear for him and her. It feels good to give, but it feels great to give Tommy John. Find something for everyone and invest in it for yourself. Visit Tommy John. Greatness is our very fabric. Go to TommyJohn.com now for 25% off your first order.
Your name on the toilet is great. It's a big deal.
Once again, USA Hockey wins the World Junior Championship. Now at 2026.worldjunior.hockey. If you know kids who haven't played hockey and want to give it a try, USA Hockey's Try Hockey for 3 days, Saturday, February 22nd, as part of Hockey Week across America. To find the right hosting and Try Hockey event near you, visit Try Hockey free for free.
You know what's fun about these broadcasts, and I think about it as doing the World Juniors for a few years now, you get the feeling when the United States bound for a gold medal, I get those Stanley Cup Finals tingles when I worked alongside Alec Nava and Cooper Hopkins. 6:45 left to go in the third. It's a 3-3 game. United States leads 28-19 on the shot board. No goal yet in this period. Fortescue will take this one D-to-D. Shot saved by Rimpinen. And this one will go back down the ice. Fortescue try to get the first to hunt to it off the backhand. And we'll leave this one alongside Z. William. So Denver Carl's squad, you got the top D line out there right now as Finland able to find possession. Konsta Helenius gets around a hit. And this is going to work out here for the United States. Trying to jailbreak right to left. Here's Oliver Moore turning on the Jets. He gets denied there. Nelson trying to find it as well, but he had to get around the puck as this goes toward the left side and a couple bodies as well for Finland. As this just gets knocked away for Vasanen. United States, Zimmer makes a play falling down, but the Finns able to get possession of the left side red line. Little stick drag toward the right side dot, picked up by Helenius. We'll send this around for Rimpinen. Now toward the left side, glove down by the U.S. Trying to get this out of their own zone. Zimmer can't find it. As this is spun around now for Hyman. Tobias Hyman, number 21. Gabe Perreault will get a rolling puck out ahead and gain the red and go ahead and take some changes for David Carl's squad. We're almost 5 minutes left to go here in the third. It's still 3-3. Glove down. This period a lot more even as we get a stoppage. Didn't get any penalties in the second. We'll get a TV timeout here in the third. 5:19 left to go. We might need more.
First jersey is a PWHL jersey is incredibly special.
As a fan, you embrace that community when you rep colors.
The fans have always been there. We've just been sort of waiting for this next step. The game is growing. It makes it real.
It gives them something to strive for.
Together.
At Ranger sometimes wear a lot of hats. A hard hat is one, problem solver is another. Whatever the job calls for, we're here. We're America's trusted source for industrial grade product, with the scale and resources to deliver and the knowledge to help answer tough product questions. Because we know that has changed. But having access to real people ready to help.
I want to say when it goes to 3-on-3 that the Americans might have the advantage, but last time happened in OT, Finland won 4-3 in the prelims. So we'll see which way this goes. We're getting close to the final 5 of regulation. Team USA has never won gold in back-to-back WJCs, and they're trying to do that for the first time in the mix in between Canada, Russia, Sweden in 2020, USA, Canada, Finland in 2021. They beat Sweden last year. Here's an outstretched pass. This will hit Rimpinen. And we got 5:05 left to go in this third, tied at 3. William will send this one down. Rimpinen now onto the goal crease. Trying to see who makes the first mistake, and that might be it. 4-3 might be the same score line again. James Higgins takes a hit, tries to make a play. And now look out here for the United States. At the backhand, here is William. Good work. He had to get around a check, and he did so. 4:40 left to go in the third as United States tries to go right to left. William gains the red and sends it in. Rimpinen now has had a lot of practice in behind his net playing the puck. U.S. forced a turnover. Shot goes just toward the left side as Rimpinen lost his goal stick. He made the save, but it was a warbling puck going the other way. Rimpinen now gets the stick as this is picked up for Kelkingas back in behind the inboard. So United States clear. They got a pressure, got a steal, and a shot on. And now this is Rautainen in line. Shot held by Augustine with the glove hand as we get a little pushing and shoving. So they mixed in Connolly with the Higgins line on that side to try to get a forecheck there, and Higgins able to get that one quickly to Connolly. A rolling puck goes wide of the left side of the goal line. This will be an offensive zone draw here for Finland. It'll be a good time for them to win one of these and get a quick shot, score. They've done that quite a few times in this tournament, and wouldn't be bones about it if they do so again. This is another win, though, for the Americans. They've completely turned around the face-off battle from the first game in the prelims. Tried to leave this one on the right side for Danny Nelson, and this one knocked away. Connolly on the back skate as this one gets sent in by Rautainen. Augustine will play it. Have to be quick on this pass here. Connolly is able to get this out across the blue. Shot board reads 30-20 with 3:40 left to go here in this third. There will spin and around for Kiviharju as Zemer gives watch. Finland patient in their own end now as their forwards have taken a change. And Mikola's squad is now finding a way off the long shot right into the stomach of Augustine, and he's got it. That was Tuomas Uronen on the fourth line, who already scored a go-ahead goal in the second period, but it was Zabota and Cole Hudson that helped get this one tied late in the second, as we still sit 3-3. 3:26, another offensive zone draw for the Uronen long shot. This one won by the Americans again. It's 4-2. Try to flip this in across the blue. He'll do so. Shot board reads 30-21. The scoreboard still 3-3. We might be looking at the same 4-3 we saw in the prelims. Konsta Helenius. His shot gets deflected in the left side red line. 4-2 now trying to find it as this is picked up here. 4-2. Leaving now for Gabe Perreault. Perreault, left side, big save there for Rimpinen. Was a big rebound as well. And this will go back into the neutral zone. Cole Hudson. Cole Hudson on a one-on-one, trying to get the edge. Good pass toward the right side wing. Here's a chance for Leonard, and this one gets solved by Rimpinen. Now picked up here for Perreault. Off a chop there. Oliver Moore tried to give chase as well, but here's Konsta Helenius. Off the drop. One more feed to the circles. U.S. could have numbers if they play this right off the backboards. Oliver Moore, crisscross. Rister This one saved by Rimpinen with a stick. As this goes back around for Ryan Leonard. 2:15 left to go in this third. A rolling puck goes back to the defense. United States takes some forward changes. Blind pass into the middle of the zone. This is going to give the Finns possession. Rautainen can walk in, and Augustine says no. Biggest save of the game right now. Keeps it tied. 1:55 left to go in the third. Terrence will get this for Connolly. Connolly now, as these lines continue to get shuffled. Trevor Connolly, spin toward the right side. Doc Connolly sends it toward the goal mouth. It was saved by Rimpinen with the left leg. Settle back down. United States win the race for the puck, but still contested. Terrence, 90 seconds left to go here in the third. Played in off the back pass. 1:25 now. There's Fortescue. Already feels like he's being double shifted. This one blocker to side. Bounces off Finland. They'll gain the red and send it in. 1:15 left to go in the third. Fortescue turns it over, but this rolls across the blue line and sent back down by Finland, where Augustine will slow it down. Team USA. Here is Miettinen. He'll take his outstretched pass. It bounces off of Rimpinen's stick. Finnish netminder will try to clear the glass. The United States will funnel it back in. Going to need some help there. Danny Nelson tries to emerge with it. 50 seconds left to go in the third. Here's a bouncing puck a couple times. The Finns try to locate, but the United States will steal to neutral. Here's an opportunity. James Higgins now for Nelson, and his pass doesn't go anywhere. It goes right to the Finns. 30 seconds left to go in the third. Finns try to counter. It gets turned over again. Cole Hudson able to keep it onside for Perreault. Perreault stick drag lead for Hudson, but he's got nowhere to go. 20 seconds left to go. United States have the numbers back. Cross pass. This deflected. 15 seconds left. United States time for one more rush if they can get things going. Higgins down to 10. Cross pass deflected. Higgins now trying to find it. This goes all the way down. We're going to go to OT unless they blow the whistle here with 1.7. So we'll get one more draw. James Higgins, I felt like I was going to black out for a second. He turned on the speed, and that was going to make things crazy. And we'll see. That one went to the goal mouth there, and Bouillon was right there. As Rautainen tried to make a play toward the net. That was about 5 minutes ago. But this should be an overtime. We'll see what happens with this draw. Right now, I see Higgins, the one taking it. He wins it quick for a shot. That's about all you can hope for here. This is tied up. Let's go to OT.
I love what I do, which is help people make the switch to consumer cellular, like our customers Courtney and Jackie. Anytime anybody complains about their cell phone bill, we say you've got to check out consumer cellular. Consumer cellular gives you access to a fast, reliable, nationwide network for up to half the cost of big wireless.
My previous provider is terrible.
Why are we paying this much for our cell phone bill? It's crazy, right? Dropped calls or missed calls. To me, that was just normal.
We wouldn't get to talk to a person. Now with consumer cellular, no problem.
Our reception is so much better with consumer cellular. It's been amazing. I just made a road trip across half the country, and I did not have one drop call.
Better customer service. They tell me exactly what I'm paying and why I'm paying for it.
And here's my favorite part. You can save up to half on your bill.
That's within $1. I think half of my old bill.
With Verizon, I was paying about $150 a month. With consumer cellular, I'm paying about half that.
As AARP members, we get 2 lines for $55 a month.
I'm getting the exact same coverage for half the price. That's a beautiful thing.
We'll set you up with the best plan for you and help you wrap things up with your old provider. It all takes about 30 minutes.
Switching over took about 20 minutes. That's it.
Consumer cellular customer service reps are in top level.
They are so nice. You get a human being to talk to.
It's month to month. Very simple. You're not alone.
They got to keep my phone. They got
have to keep my number. If you're thinking about switching providers, do it.
If I could do it, you
That's why I love Consumer Cellular. They make it easy. We look for you to enjoy affordable nationwide coverage and the best customer service in the business. Give us a call now and start saving up to half on what you're paying now. It only takes about 20 minutes. Call 800-357-4227 to switch and save up to half with Consumer Cellular. Plus, for a limited time, new customers get their second month free when they sign up today.
Dad, are you certain it's down?
nothing.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4 Imprint. Your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com. 4Imprint, 4
Great case like a great underwear. If you're looking for something special, give Tommy John the gift of better day. Everything you make is meticulously crafted from breathable stretch fabric for the perfect fit, including our sleepwear for him and her. It feels good to get, but it feels great to get Tommy John. Find something for everyone and do something for yourself. Because at Tommy John, greatness is not very bad. Go to TommyJohn.com now for 25% off your first order.
The wait is almost over. The world's best players take the ice to compete for their country. International best-on-best hockey comes to Boston as Bruins stars Brad Marchand of Team Canada and Charlie McAvoy of Team USA compete to see which hockey nation will reign. Canada, Finland, Sweden, USA. The 4 nations face off. Get your tickets today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Innovation Report. And what more could you want all the time than top gold in the World Junior Championships? Alongside Mark Parrish and Dave Starman, I'm James Boyle. 3-3 USA Finland. Regulation not enough, so here we go. And you guys are both saying the final 20 minutes for the U.S. in that third period. They were finally getting to their game, got to use and generate a little bit of that speed.
So what's interesting is you take a look at the first couple of periods. Let's go the first 35 minutes. The Finns were 2 apart, real responsible at 3, defensive closing gaps, not a lot of time and space. U.S. couldn't use their speed. What happened from the 5-minute march straight through? You saw it.
U.S. took over. They started skating. It was aggressive. They started getting moving. And especially, like as you were going with Finland, they started to step up the gas a little bit. They backed off. U.S. took that advantage.
So really, in this third period, I'll just set it to you like this. There's a chess match for about 15 minutes. Leonard had a chance from Perot at the edge of the crease, and the chance goes wide of the red line. 6:58 left to go. Backhand blind. Augustine tracks it. Chance for Higgins, and the puck goes wide in the final minutes. We head to OT.
Sign us up for that. You were saying the Finns look a little bit different than what we saw from the Finns in the first 40 minutes of this game. Was that predicated on how the U.S. kind of changed their game, or what did you see from Finland there in the third period?
I'm going with, I think that they're going with the door a little bit. Now, maybe it's fatigue. But remember, there's a lot of nervous energy before this game. So sometimes your legs can just get heavy as the game's going on. We've all experienced it, right? The game can just get a little long. The legs get a little heavy. All of a sudden,
We're going to be at an OT, Cyber, in about 6 minutes or so. So if you are not near a TV, I'll be able to give you the play-by-play then. I'll just give you the stat reset as I'm looking at some of the stuff in the third period alone. There was not a lot of shots, but 11-5 for the U.S. So that'll make it 34-22 in totality. 11-5 in that period. Again, no power plays. I haven't had one really in 40 minutes of action, and unless you get something really crazy, you're not going to get one here in the OT. So that really has not come into play in this game. Face-offs were 6-6. And then now goes up to 29-23 for the Americans. That was a slow start for the United States in the first, and then after that, a couple of goals get set up for Sabota off the double tip, And Cole Hudson, windmill move, gets around 3 defenders, ties it up at 3. Pieniniemi beat 2 defenders, the top defenseman for Team Finland, to make it a 3-1 game. But a couple goals for the United States late, 2:22, and in the final 30 seconds of the second made it 3-3. No goals in the third. Again, if you're following along in the prelims, you remember last week Finland beat the United States 4-3. I said the first of 4 wins, and when you know it, 4-3 is going to be the score again in the way between these two. I had a good measure as far as where the World Juniors were going to go. Again, I don't want to dog on Sweden or anyone else that's listening in across other countries because it's tough, but they get close and then they lose late. They were the only undefeated team in the tournament. They end up losing the final game, and then they lose to Czechia there and can't even get a medal. So Canada 5th, Sweden 4th, Czechia gets bronze, and now we're trying to see who gets silver and gold. United States have never gotten back-to-back gold medals in the World Juniors. That's what's on the line. And for Finland, there's no surprise from what we've seen from Petteri Rimpinen. He's been excellent in his work. And Trey Augustine, a little bit of a slow start. Again, Finland scored 7 goals on him in totality in the 2 games. But he's been better of late. Rimpinen has been as good as he's been. He's been the best goaltender in the tournament, minus Leonard Spielbergs of Latvia. And this is where we are. Local score, I know Alec is covering this when he's a little bit under the weather. He's doing local 7 for me, for the Lions and the Vikings. I have that one for the top seed locally there, but the Lions are already in. There was no way in hell that I was going to miss World Juniors for that. So we're going to keep it here. I've been covering World Juniors over the last few years. You can ask me anything you like in the mix of it. I'll try to give you an answer. We just updated the Twitter space and the YouTube side. And Cyberman, I appreciate you, my friend.
I got to keep my phone. I got to keep my number. If you're thinking about switching providers, do it.
Got about, I think, 5 more minutes or so. So I'm going to step away just for a second so I can be primed for OT.
And the best customer service. Give us a call now and start saving half on what you're paying now. It only takes about 20 minutes. Call 800-357-4227 to switch and save up to half with Consumer Cellular. Plus, for a limited time, new customers get their second month free when they sign up today.
Women's International Hockey is back as USA continues their title defense versus Finland at the Women's U18 World Championship. Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network.
Welcome back to the intermission report. Heading to overtime in the gold medal game. OT also a theme in Toronto. Leafs and Flyers. Check out this highlight.
Up the boards, and the Flyers drop him off. Put him on the second line. One straight on by Matthew. Kicked in by McCabe. Here's Tannehill. In front of the net. Here's off. Deadlock. David Hampton. Here for the shot. Rebound. Here's the Rams. Still in. 16 games without a goal. McCabe got the one last night, and here just exploded for the hit from the kill. 1-for-1 in the penalty kill. Working tonight. Here's Couturier.
So if you remember a few years ago between Kent Johnson and alongside a couple of other ones in Canada, that went in OT between Finland for the gold medal. And then you had a Czechia-Canada game last year that went into OT in the mix of some of that stuff. So you've had a lot of good results in the WJCs, especially when you've gotten in late throughout this tournament. Again, now the United States gets to play for a gold medal against Finland. Again, 2 teams that were given as good as they got them between the first and the second. And honestly, in my notes, I don't want to be hyperbolic here, but I have to say it the right way, that I was wondering if the game was going to even be competitive after the first period, the way that Finland was playing this one. I know people are going to poo-poo that and say, how can you say something crazy? But Finland looked that good. And in the second period, the United States completely countered and took the wind out of the sails there of the Finns. And in the third, we kind of got that chess match that we really thinking that you're going to get. And now here in between this gold medal game, I still think we're going to be going 3-on-3 as we usually do, and then into a shootout if they want to do it. I don't think it's going to be continuous OT. I still think they do the same rules there. Again, it's been a while since I've had that over the last couple of years, so I might need to brush up a little bit, but that is where we'll be. And I don't want to say that the Americans have the advantage on that side because in the prelims last week, when that happened, 3-on-3, Finland got the goal. So never know. But I made sure to let everybody know to get to a TV. Well, that's what you got to do here. This game is going to be a lot of fun. It continues to be a lot of fun. And hold all tickets. You can let me know in the comments section, who do you think is going to win this one? Who's going to get the G-dub? Let me pick on both sides. I know it's just me, but this is what we usually do when we get to OT. We pick game-winning goal, and I'm going to go ahead and give you mine. So for both sides, we'll start with the Finns. If they were to win this game, for whatever reason, this continues to happen on the fourth line, but I'm going to go ahead with the dark horse here, Emil Hemming. He's been hot over the last couple of games with points, multiple points at that. That would be a dark horse, especially on a 3-on-3, but that's where I'll go. But for Team USA on the top line, I'm going to just take the easy one. I could say Cole Hudson, but I think the captaincy is going to get it done. Give me Brian Leonard for the United States. I got to be honest, as you're watching some of these highlights here on NHL Network before they go into the OT coverage, Ducks logo, a 10 out of 10. Ducks jerseys, negative 10 out of 10, right? When it goes back to 0, I mean, those have got to be the most hideous jerseys I've ever seen. They've got to change those color schemes. I know it's an easy way for fanatics, unfortunately, to make money. Thank God I ended up getting the Reebok jerseys at the end of it alongside Cooper Hopkins, who helped me get the Matty Beniers when we went to the trip alongside in Seattle to see the Kraken and the Blackhawks, but there is nothing worse than the Ducks jerseys. Do you agree with that? They're so bad. Okay, so 20-minute 3v3 overtime periods. Thank you for that, Cyber. Because I know it was different as far as the prelim rounds, but you know what, honestly, I would prefer that. I like to see the skills competition amongst anything else, but when you get into a gold medal, that is what you want to have anyway. 4 votes now between the question of the day, who takes gold, USA, Finland. You guys got it split even. It's going to be interesting, though. It's the same score line as it was last week. One local update for me because I got to check. Jared Goff, 2 picks. He's been sacked 13 of 18. Sam Darnold sacked once. All field goals for the Vikings. Lions 10-9. Jahmyr Gibbs, 12 carries, 42 yards, and a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 3 for 53. And Justin Jefferson, 3 for 54. As this game's been ugly. I know some people ask me, how do you not watch your local team in a final game for the 1 seed? You think I'm watching that over this? Come on. Not a chance. They can catch the 4th quarter by the time this is done. And considering the way that game is going, that's just putrid. I don't want to watch that.
Trash. Should use Game Time, the easiest way to find away the best deals for the best seats with their Game Time picks. Game Time.
You know, NHL Network was saying 15 minutes as far as the intermission. If they cut into coverage late, I'm going to be PO'd. because it's been more than 15. Not that impatient, but I'm getting a little edge of my seat here.
This time, it's hockey at the shoot. The Blue Jackets and Red Wings take it outside with the Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series. Buy tickets now. Welcome back to Ottawa.
All right, we got our submissions in. We're all set to go here. In between this OT, again, they're going to start carrying live coverage here as we're getting some of the highlights. Some absolute rippers here for Finland. A couple individual plays for Pieniniemi, who beats a couple U.S. defensemen near the right dot. Chancing off the rush, sniped in by Tuomas Uronen. And then the second period, the United States flips the script after Finland goes up 3-1. Sabota gets a double doink. Somehow that one bounces in, and Cole Hudson takes it himself. Windmills past three defensemen near the right dot, gets in the high slot, and just slams it home and off the post. And we'll see where we get. So 3-on-3. And whoever scores first gets the gold medal. 20-minute periods until winning goal is scored. 3-on-3. Thank you for that, Cyber. So that's your confirmation. And buckle up. No skills contest needed. We're going to play 3-on-3 till we get one. 1945, if we need it, in his first OT. Gabe Perot finds it right up the gut. Backhand. He does not shoot as he'll spin away. Now to Cole Hudson. Hudson stutter step left out. He goes for the high right post. And this one will go all the way back. So in NHL 3-on-3s, you see some of these guys skate backwards, get their lines, make sure the other team doesn't touch the puck. What do we get? Little inside out up a dangle. United States have one less back here as Augustine comes way out of his crease near the right side dot. Sees it, makes the play, allows everybody to recover. Nice play there from the Michigan State University netminder. And we'll go back. So defense here for Zibuya. He's got puck possession now. First one to score wins. Shot board 34-22. Bouillon. Find the entry off the 1-on-3. Nelson, long shot off the stick of Rippinen. As this is Nelson now trying to battle for the puck. And behind the mesh. And it'll be settled back down there for Kiviharju. Again, you can go double forwards, double defense, do whatever the heck you want to do here as far as getting the most skill. They usually carry 2 forwards and 1 D on the way to get this one set back up again. Start this again. Gold medal on the line. Uronen lost it. United States. Everybody rush forward now. It's a 2-on-1. Cross pass. What a save, Rippinen, as he denied Higgins toward the right side dot now. And the United States will back this one up. 18:05 off the go here. Connolly. Slow down across the wall. Here's Zeev. Zeev off the drop and give. It'll be an opportunity for the United States to still play with the puck here. The forwards will take a change. Connolly now will leave. He'll get off the ice. Ryan Leonard, part of that top line for USA. Never got back-to-back gold medals in the World Juniors, and it's OT to decide it. Couldn't ask for anything more. Sent back for Pieniniemi. He gets ridden across the wall. The United States don't chase for it. Finland trying to find it in their own end. Now United States with Hudson forced to steal. Rip it and stick it aside. Now pinch for the United States. Leonard gets taken down. Hands in the air for some of the U.S. fans that are in Ottawa, and they won't get it. We haven't had any penalties in 40 minutes. So I'm not going to call anything unless it's something catastrophic. 17:05 if needed in this OT. Ronan, now toward the right side, lost it in between his legs. Tried to shoot it off the rush. United States will steal. Cole Hudson. Got Higgins with him. Hudson now over the line. Backspin. Cole Hudson working his way behind the net. He will leave it now. Cole Hudson will go back. He'll take his change as the United States will play with the puck near the left side. James Higgins on his backhand. Fortescue cut up. And they'll change. Fans starting to boo here as the United States playing with the puck, but this should be how you play OT. Higgins now, touch that, goes wide for Nelson. Near the left side of the red line, looking for the far post. Drop pass, Konsta Helenius, the Buffalo Sabres product. 16-15 left should be needed. Konsta toward the right side wall. Here's Jokinen. Jokinen now throws it toward the middle. Konsta will pick it up near the right side dot. He gets denied with a hit there. Picked up by the United States. Drew Fortescue trying to join in off the rush near the left side wall. He gets stick to side for a moment. Fortescue, U.S. emerges with it. See what they do near the right side dot. As this goes back in behind the cage. U.S. dancing. Pick it up now off the spin toward the right side dot. U.S. will crisscross. Pick this one up off the spin now. Lead from Connolly. And this will go back to Zeev. Zeev, up the gut. Backhand. He'll wrap it around instead. Try to go to the left side of the post. Rimpinen down. And Bulliam still with it. Bulliam now. High slot. Here is Connolly. Bulliam! Oh, what a save! Rimpinen, he slides over! 15-19 left to go in the OT. Rimpinen saved the game for the Finns. Bulliam was dancing as much as he liked to behind the net. The first time, he tried to take it to the left side of the post. And then that was a cross pass over and a slide from Rimpinen. Biggest save of the game right now. As Zemer tried to get a stick on it. And Zemer, I think, as Rimpinen was jumping down to make that save, that one went just wide off the previous camera shot, but the 1T did not. Rimpinen slides over, saves it. 15-19 left to go, and this OT, should we need it, Nelson wins it cleanly back. U.S. will let this one go back in their own end. 15-10. Don't want to blow any tires here. Cole Hudson slows it down as we got 5 minutes of the OT expired. This will be continuous until somebody scores. Wouldn't that be crazy if it continues? Ryan Leonard now will take a timeout and a breath as Gabe Perreault will get things started near the right dot. Lefty now, the dual citizenship. Gabe Perreault, wrister goes off the side of the mesh, and Rimpinen now will stick it slowly ahead. Kiviharju off the drop pass. And now Finland will leave this one back to the left side of red line. A little bit tenuous here for some of these breakouts. You don't want to get caught empty-handed with your hand in the cookie jar. That's how you get burned. As Leonard will pick it up. Ryan Leonard. Captain C. What a move! Always denied by Rimpinen with the left pad. He was down and out, and Leonard beat them all. But he couldn't beat the netminder. Leonard now waiting in the high slot. There's Bulliam. Bulliam now slows it down. High slot and skates backwards. Couple chances for the United States if ended, if not for Rimpinen. Then man of the match, as far as I'm concerned. Bulliam. Find an entry. Bulliam now backhand. He'll work behind the net now as he loops left side dot. And he'll let everybody get settled here. He'll loop and then go back in his own end. Bulliam off the drop. Danny Nelson now. Nelson work behind the mesh of Rimpinen. Cross! Another save, Rimpinen! With the left pad, are you kidding me? Finland now off to the races near the right side. And this one taken away from Kiiskinen off the glass. We'll see if the United States can get to it. They got to be tired here as this is picked up now. Rimpinen, slow pass. 3 game savers. 13-10 left to go in this OT. 2-1-2 stick handle. Augustine will hold off the Dipsy Doodle from Miettinen on the third line. Take a breath. 13:07 in this OT. And ridiculous work there alongside Leonard, Perreault, some gifted displays for the United States, but Petteri Rimpinen has shut the door 3 times in this OT, and we continue to press on James Higgins, the latest to get denied. So it'll be an offensive zone draw upcoming here for Ruohonen on the second line. And Alasirua, on the second line, number 29. As this will go for Kiviharju. His pass deflected, and the Finns will just back it out. into the neutral zone. 12:55 should we need it in the OT. Shot board's starting to get slanted, but it doesn't matter. Sudden death. This is picked up now. 39-22 on the shot board. No goals in the third. That's where we sit where we are. 3-3 in this OT. Off the back spin, it's Kiviharju, the captaincy for the Finns. Someone's getting gold and someone's getting silver when it's all said and done. Kiviharju, a back pass. Finland now gets some elongated puck possession. Rautainen, nice play between his legs. And Augustine says no with the right pad. Starting to see the skill here on this 3-on-3, and I love it. This will be settled back down for Fortescue. Let the forwards take a change here, take a breath. Watching this one on NHL Network. If you're not listening to this radio call, get to a TV, please. NHL Network, TSN in Canada. Teddy Stiga. Now on across the forward side. He's on the left. Here's a breakout. It's Stiga. Scores! USA wins gold! Teddy Stiga! Back-to-back golds for the first time in World Junior history for the Stars and Stripes. He just comes out for the first time. A long breakout pass near the right side dot. Forehand, backhand. Takes his finish in the United States this time. On the right end of a 4-3 result in OT, they win gold. Man, oh man, as Freebird continues to play, and the tears might start streaming from my eyes, the excitement on a back-to-back. You know, I love working with the Waterford Sharks and the alma mater inside the IIHL toward local here in Waterford. I didn't get a chance to watch USA Czechia yesterday, and I'm just hoping I get a chance to get to the final to do this broadcast. And what do you know it? Back-to-back 4-3 games. Teddy Stiga calls ball game. Long outstretch. Here's the feed and across the red. Forehand, fakes it, forehand, backhand, forehand. Teddy Stiga. One more look off the sauce. Slides it right through Rippinen toward the left side of the mesh, and the United States claims gold. I'm going to sit here through the Stars and Stripes. We will see the man of the match. Bouillon gets the game-winning apple, setting up Stiga, and a slide through Rippinen, and the U.S. take gold. Oh, the emotions that you get. I felt it last year in between Sweden. What a goal. Open up Rippinen, and let's be honest here. If it wasn't for Petteri Rippinen early in this OT, did he or did he not make about 3.5 game savers where the United States should have taken this one? And finally so. They're finally able to beat, let's be honest, the best netminder in WJCs this year. Would you agree? He had a 940 save percentage plus, and they're showing the reaction of Team USA, the fist bumps, the gloves in the air, the sticks. Teddy Stiga wins it. I'm going to stay here. Let me give you the updates, and we'll go across Facebook and Twitter X with the updates. Hold on for one moment. Teddy Stiga calls ball game. Let's reset this here on Twitter. I'll give the update. Man, that was absolutely electric. And Bouillon will get the assist.
His brother Lane's here watching tonight. In his final season with the New York Rangers. For these young guys, and very appropriate for you to say families, because there's a lot of families here. Like when those players are on the ice and when they're here at USC, they're not there by themselves. It's the people that are the coaches, the parents, the grandparents, and the family members that have been part of this whole journey. When you're able to stand at the blue line with championship gold medal hats on, and they wear the USA sweater and your country's colors, it's not just them that'll be celebrating tonight.
Thank you, Cyber. I appreciate that, my friend. As we give you the update, we'll throw this on the Facebook side as well. Patrick Rempinen is going to get one of the stars of the game, probably star of the tournament. He's the man of the match of this game, but one of the best players. They all get T-cell watches. I know the silver medal and the watch isn't what Finland wanted. And again, I'd be disappointed as an American fan to stay on the other side too. I get it. But they played excellent. I think they really were. Not just because they made it to the final. I think they really were the second best team in the tournament. You can agree or disagree with that. But they were going for 5 wins in a row, and they played NHL-style hockey more so than all the other teams. Again, I argued with Team Sweden as far as them going in undefeated up until the semifinals and not even getting bronze. They play with a lot of skill, but not a lot of physicality. And that can burn you. Even in a U20 tournament like this, you want to be able to play the type of game that's suited for the NHL. And I think that that's what matters the most.
He was alive over there. He blocked shots with his face. That's why he had to win that ball. He was in so many different ways besides just getting out of his push.
Accompanied by and we're going to have the athlete next to Murray Costello MVP award as well. Murray Costello, longtime leader in the nation. Junior hockey, Hockey Canada just passed away last July. And this is
So Pieniniemi is going to get man of the match here for this game. I can't argue that as well because he did beat a couple defenders and then gave Finland a 2-goal lead.
So Pieniniemi gets the battle. And you're right, it's hard for him to accept an individual award tonight. You know, they were so close to winning the gold medal. It's all about the team and success, but we certainly have something to play.
So Pieniniemi will get player of the game for Finland. I'm going to bring this up for the recorder for the action. And Teddy Stiga going to get player of the game for the United States for the OT goal that goes 5-hole past Rempinen. United States this time on the right way of a 4-3 result. I'm going to stick through the anthems and then I'll break through into the coverage. And I appreciate you guys listening in on this side, especially you, Seb, my friend, on the Twitter space. This was an electric call, back-to-back golds for the U.S., and you felt the heartbeat rising a little bit. I just thought this time, at least, in the OT, that the United States would find a way to shine through with their skill, but you can go through and watch, and I hope that they do so on the double IIHF to give you that full OT because there was all sorts of skill there, and that could not be denied as far as being breathtaking.
Take your hats off to this is like you said, and some of these reps in this case of this World Junior Tournament was exceptional. I mean, you got first rounder after first rounder. You might have the first pick in next year's draft in the tournament. Might have the first pick in 2 years draft is in this tournament. So you got elite players out there, and these refs did a great job of keeping up with the play, keeping the games under control. Tonight was called differently maybe than the previous. The U.S. did not have a power play opportunity for the first time in the tournament.
2025 IIHF World Junior Championship Most Valuable Player Award. Moving forward, the Most Valuable Player Award for the World Junior Championship will be presented in the memory of Murray Costello. So here is the Most Valuable Player Award. Canadian amateur hockey was the award
That gold MVP trophy looks pretty sweet. So we also have a gold tournament MVP trophy to be able to be awarded alongside of the WJC's trophy. Again, I'm going to stick around a little bit longer until we actually get through the anthems and everything else, because I really like when they get a chance to see the country's flag and go through the anthem and kind of wrinkle that one down for everyone else to see. It's a pretty damn cool moment, all things considered. And I actually do have a few other people to text once this is all said and done, because I just want to think happy thoughts over the last couple of years. Because let's talk about it. I don't want to throw any salt in the wound there for Team Canada, but back-to-back fifth-place finishes. You see the Americans get back-to-back golds. Gabe Perreault could have played for Team Canada. He did have dual citizenship. And I know Ron McLean on the Hockey Night Canada panel said you'd rather go do that kind of stuff because you don't get as much pressure alongside Canada. But yeah, I don't know about that. You get a chance to go where you get some better coaching and you want to get a win. That's important. So Ryan Leonard is going to get MVP of the tournament as he's got that gold trophy. He wants one other trophy there on that side, so I'll put that plaque on the mantle. But he's got one more coming to him. Trey Augustine, the winning netminder, back-to-back golds for Trey, as he absolutely got mobbed for Gabe Perreault. I know it was heartbreak on the other end for Rimpinen, but I mean, man, oh man, you couldn't ask for anything more in this game. Lions now have a 17-9 lead as we go through the silver medals alongside Team Finland.
See lots of draft picks as they get their trophies and medals. There's the gold center. He was so good. Rautainen, 38. He had the game winner yesterday. Halttunen. I mean, he's a heck of a player playing in London right now. San Jose Sharks pick. There's Rautainen. The VIP game winner yesterday. Number 18. That many 32 right there. It's his. He's a Dallas Star pick. Number 21. There's my guy, Alasirua. He was dangerous. That's one of the toughest names of the tournament. Yeah, I love that one for you. Thank you. Thank you very much. He did very well. He played great, though. He had 3 goals in the tournament and played very well. Helenius was playing in Rochester for the Buffalo St. Louis Fire team. Had a big tournament. There's Uronen there, 15. He's the guy who scored the overtime winner against the U.S. and scored tonight. And then finally, Julius on defense. Number 32. Blocking shots everywhere, playing hard. So the other players within their group, management, training, coaching staff. You know, the Finns, the last couple of years, has been a little bit of a struggle on the international scene. They have not, as the guys are shaking hands right now, the Finns have not won a medal of any kind in the last 2 years. You know, at the World Championship, World Juniors, World Under 18. So even though there's been a disappointment to lose in this game in overtime, still another step forward to open silver medals. I mean, 3 goals in the last 12 World Juniors. Canada's won majority of the U.S. Picks up to 4th in the last 8 years with tonight's win. There goes the coaching. Mikkola is going to get his here in a second. Did an outstanding job. I mean, coming into this tournament, everyone thought that their defense wasn't going to be strong enough. And they were not a team that people were saying, hey, they're going to have a chance to win. They got shut out by Canada in the game 1, and people were kind of writing them off. And they just got better and better during the tournament. It's a real testimony to the coaching staff and to those young guys down there who just worked really hard. They were close to it. They were close to it. The USA found a way. It's the USA to overtime. Yep. So give you one shot away. One bounce away. So now this is the second place trophy. It gets awarded to the Kiviharju, Minnesota Wild draft pick, and terrific young player. I think we're going to be hearing from him with the Wild down the road. So that's the second place trophy, and he'll take it and bring it over to the bench area. I ended up running into his dad in the elevator last night at the hotel. He had a goal that was disallowed in the game yesterday. We were talking about it. And I said, it didn't really matter. And he joked. He said, well, my son scored it. And I said, well, now I get it. You know, but anyway, I mean, he's a heck of a young player. We're going to be hearing from him. Minnesota made quite a nice selection for themselves, drafted him in the second round.
And you talked about the hotel. It seemed like everybody in the NHL was here for this tournament. Scouts, GMs, former players. It just was a hockey fest of everybody coming to enjoy our great sport with tremendous hockey to watch. Lots of future stars out on the ice for these 2 weeks.
So now here it is. It is time to get those gold medals for Team USA. Second straight year. First time in U.S. hockey history that you win back-to-back World Juniors. And Sam Hildebrand did not play the tournament. He'll lead the charge out there, Riverview, Florida. He's been part of this team for 2 years.
Absolutely.
Anthony Spolkinski there from Warren, Minnesota.
Oliver Moore, Blackhawks pick.
One of your guys right there.
Yeah, from
Another Minnesota. Yep, Fortescue in there. Connolly, California kid.
Durant. Actually, first pick overall. Hayes, here comes Leonard. Got 2 bruises on the nose.
So the United States now with Cole Hudson, Trey Augustin got his medal. Everybody else on the first line starting to get the golds and around their neck. And we'll get everything all situated here with the Star Spangled Banner. And then I will leave you guys. Nieminen gets the overtime loss, makes 36 saves. Trey Augustin stops 21 of 24. Again, he gave up those goals in the second, but it was enough. Able to close the door for the rest of it. Teddy Stiga, Franzi Bouillon, and Brody Ziemer. That is your overtime 5-hole pass. Outstretched from Bouillon, sets up Stiga. Just a beautiful, beautiful pass. Ended up scoring that one 5-hole. And then ended up finishing the game out. Absolutely incredible.
Their gold medals and handshakes. And there's a great picture through the guys. Coaching staff from the University of Minnesota. Again, he made that the goaltender coach David. There's Matt Carl from DU.
That's not Matt Carl.
But I said
David Carl.
They could have, because Matt Carl beat up to this. Matt got the first gold medal in the Carl family.
2004.
Yes. There's lots of brother combination. Now David is 2.
That's
He's one
right.
up his brother, his little brother.
What a career 35-year-old David Carl has. So now it is time
Of the United States.
for the moment that there's just no words. The national anthem.
So we get the national anthem now, and we unveil all 3 flags of the medalists here: Czechia, Finland, and the United States. Nothing quite better than this moment as we have the Americans singing the Star Spangled Banner. I am so thrilled to be able to bring this to you again, especially being on the right side of it. It really goes and shows you. Again, I want to mention this on the Hockey Night Canada panel. They say it's not so much that Canada isn't growing the game or don't have the best players. They just didn't get the right coaching or the things that they needed to. Well, you can't tell that to the United States with back-to-back gold medals for the first time in their program history. Ryan Leonard gets tournament MVP. This means a lot to the boys. This means a lot to David Carl, John Van Beesbrook, and the company as they're all jumping around. Again, they weren't singing all the anthem that much until they got the gold medal, and now they're all into it right now. As all these guys are in unison with hands on their backs, jumping around and enjoying it in this U20 tournament. I enjoyed it as well. This OT game was fantastic. We've already seen a lot of OT classics in the WJCs over the years in the United States. able to bring it home. Guys, what an incredible moment. Thank you for joining me here for another tournament at the start of the 26th to conclude on January 5th. I absolutely enjoyed it. My only hope in the future is I can get guys like Alec Knob and Cooper Hopkins with me again on the broadcast as they can get Fubo and NHL Network, however they can do it, and get a chance to cover this again with them. If not, you can expect I'll be back in the same damn seat again doing this because I just can't miss it. Again, the United States this time on the right edge of a fourth overtime result, this time for a gold medal. Back-to-back first gold medals for the first time in program history. Talk to you guys next week, Tuesday. Peace.
I would like also to thank, je voudrais remercier la ville d'Ottawa, City of Ottawa, the government of Ontario, who made everything possible to organize this World